cheesecloth that we've been looking for. So let's see if we could find it. But it's actually pretty sunny out. Remember, people have been talking about the hazy, foggy weather, but it looks pretty sunny today. So sunny that I have the shades on. I think Fluffy has her glasses on too. You look blind. You look like Stevie Wonder. Couple new spots here. Everyone's probably sleeping. Everyone sleeps until about 2 in Vietnam. Ooh, another building. Where is pallet? There's pallet. Smells good. I guess let's go down to the left. Probably Fluffy, since we got to go down that way. This is the city of Da Nang, and this is in the country of Vietnam. That's why you see so many Vietnamese flags. Actually, speaking of one right here, they have them everywhere. Every few feet, it seems. Da Nang, Vietnam. Da Nang, Vietnam. Like I said, there's flags almost every few feet. We're on our way to go search for something, and then we're going to get some lunch at one of our regular spots. No, I've been here lots of times. I've been to 20 countries since 2019, and I've been to a bunch of cities in Vietnam. Actually, I've been living here in Da Nang for about 1.5 years now. I think, yeah, probably about 1.5 years almost. Trial. I don't really know who that is. Second, why would I go to their trial? This is the most dangerous part of Vietnam, is crossing the street. Crashing more, 10%? Wow. Those tariffs. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but just basic quick headlines that I've seen and stuff like that, but not much. This is Flyburger. We haven't been to Flyburger in a long time. YouTube Gabe owner? I don't know who that is. Not sure who that is. That smells good. It smells like fries. It smells like fries. So the only good thing that happened during the tariffs for us out here is the dollar went up. So my rent is technically like $10 cheaper the last time I checked. So not bad. Hey, I'm not sure who Gabe owner is. There's the Japanese buffet that we went to. It's a good place. It's a good place. 2 hours to eat however much you want. That's what you pay for. I think it's about $13 US. What's up, Earl? The rent's very good. So we actually pay one of the higher rents that we know. But we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1 block off the beach. Like, we're literally a 1 minute walk from the beach. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It includes electricity, rent, Wi-Fi, any bills. We pay $550. But when I was looking for 1 bedrooms, you can get a 1 bedroom for $325 to 375 in that range. Under 400 bucks for a 1-bedroom near the beach. We've been at this same apartment for over a year now, though. Yeah, very good prices. So our total, the whole amount of money that I spend on every single thing in the world here is 750 bucks a month. Have thermometer? I guess we can check, but I just don't know if it translates to food. But we'll see.
If it's like the digital, you can do
If it's digital, it's probably too expensive. I need to find a thermometer that we can put in, like a candy thermometer. That's what they call them in USA. They go up to like 380 degrees. Yeah, so all of our bills here are $750. That includes rent. That includes transportation. That includes us going out to eat. That includes our entertainment. That includes our cell phone bill. So our cell phone bill is exactly $5 a month here, and we get 7 gigabytes of data per day. So total 210 gigabytes of data per month, which I think I've only ran out of data on a day like twice when I did really, really long live streams. But $5 for practically unlimited data. What's up, Jamie? Thailand. I've been to Thailand. We actually stayed in Thailand for about 7 months in Bangkok before we found Da Nang, actually. I like Bangkok a lot too. It's actually pretty sunny out today. Look at this. The sun's out. It's been kind of bad weather lately. So I bet there's probably a lot of people on the beach today. Watch this car. Let's go, Fluffy. So we're gonna go take a look at this store, and then we're gonna get something to eat. It's hard to read. Let me see. Saw some new Vietnamese government, probably. Yeah, I just seen that, but I clicked on that video because I'm sure you guys all seen the bald guy, talking about a long-term visa. I would not hold my breath. Wait till it actually goes through, but I wouldn't put much thought into it. It's getting a lot of people's hopes up. I think it's a clickbait title. The markets are crashing. No, we're not going to get Bonet today. We're going to get another place. There's another good lunch spot that we found a few weeks ago. We've been to it twice now. I think you guys will like it. The only small downside is they kind of serve a little smaller portions, but the flavor is very good and the price is very good. I could almost bet you guys that visa is not going to go through. Now, maybe a 1-year visa. They used to have a 1-year visa back in 2019, but I would not put any serious thought into that. Now, if it happens, it happens, but don't expect it. Don't even, in my opinion, I wouldn't even think about it till it's passed the law and actually implemented. But I've been hearing about a digital nomad visa in the Philippines for over a year. And look, a year later, still no digital nomad visa. Well, we got the trolls out early tonight, so trolls, we're kicking you out early. We're not even responding. We're not even pinning the comments of the trolls. We're just getting them out tonight. I forgot to turn that on. I can't permanently set that. I have to do it each time. They had them up to 10 years in the news. Like I said, wait till it passes. There's still almost no talk. If you go Google the news, there's like one article, basically everyone's linking, but I wouldn't put much thought into it. Yeah, don't Don't hold your breath. That's not saying it won't happen, but don't expect it, especially if you guys are coming out here soon thinking it's going to pass. Like before you get out here, don't put too much effort into it. Google Voice number, I did that back when I was in USA, so that's kind of the downside. You have to do it before you leave the USA, or else you won't be able to set it up out here. At least everyone's told me that, and I've tried to set up a new Google Voice number on my other phone, and I've not been able to do it besides when I'm in the USA. $11%, damn. Fluffy, do you remember where this store is? We're gonna go to a baby store because we're looking for something like cheesecloth. Fluffy thinks they'll have it here. We gotta make sure we translate it correctly because they'll probably say, what the hell are you guys talking about? They'll say cheesecloths. Yeah, the weather's pretty nice today. Look, the sun is out. Not really. I'm trying to see if I can even see any clouds. Past couple days it's been foggy. Fluffy, this chicken place is always closed. That's also probably true, Dave. Even if, when and if that visa passes, it will definitely be pricey. It's not going to be some budget level visa. It's going to be a hefty fee. No, I got mine before I left the USA. I was very smart. But then I tried to get a second number while I was out here, and I couldn't. So luckily, I got the first number while I was in the USA. You see it?
Yeah.
See if there's different ones in different prices.
Yeah,
Are you sure this is it?
Yeah.
That's too damn big.
Yeah, but this is like one.
Do they have a small one, maybe?
It comes. This one is like.
Are you sure this is it?
Yeah. Cotton.
Or is
That's
that?
50.
Are you sure
can
the
just
liquid will
fold it.
squeeze through it?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look at what's the prices.
Bound me this one. Or this one. It's a thick one.
I don't think we really want
75
thick. Everything that I see, it's very extremely thin. Like you could see
This
through it.
one.
I want it very thin.
Can we check inside?
I want it extremely thin. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. The internet might freeze. Give me 1 second, guys. The cheapest, smallest. That one's 69. How much was this one, Fluffy? What's up, Marcus? Yeah, because we're looking for something. So I figured we go live stream. I was gonna ask you a question, Marcus. Remember, I was gonna ask him something. And I said next time I see him. Oh, the train tickets. The train tickets. I watched your video, but you said 1.1 million. When we were looking at the train tickets to Nha Trang, we see them for like 700,000. So I was wondering, did you book them through the Vietnamese Railway DSVN website, or did you go through a third party? Because we seen them for like 50% of what you had in your video. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Earl. I'm trying to tell her we need the thinnest one. We need extremely
This
thin.
one is a small one, but it's thin.
That's what we need, Fluffy. I'm telling you, we need the
Or
thinnest.
you want to check this one?
I want the thinnest, cheapest one.
This is 60. That's 56.
I want extremely thin. Let me see. I don't know. I think this is kind of thick, but we're going to get something, but whatever the thinnest one
You
is.
want this size or a big one?
I guess we can get, it all depends on the value, so.
This is 60.
This is 60.
Is 55.
Are they the same
54.
thinness?
Yes.
then it's probably better to get this. We can cut these.
Okay.
We can always cut them to be smaller where you can't make them to be. The Vietnamese website, the prices can change. Yeah, because we've been using the DSVN to Wignon. I'm wondering if you're using the government VN. So like when you go on the website, I'll try to, I can't show it to you. Maybe when we get in the restaurant, if you're still in here, I'll show you. But
Okay, this one.
yeah, I guess we'll get that one.
Look, clippers.
But they're always way cheap.
Is this clippers?
I don't know. Baby hair clippers.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, baby hair clippers.
Oh, I guess this is something that you guys can use because like it's since it's baby, it's like sensitive.
Sensitive. Fluffy, look at these shoes. Senchao.
Yeah.
That's the manager right there. 58. Look at the manager. He's the manager.
I put it there. It's okay there.
We just need to make sure that the liquid will go through that.
Come on.
1 minute.
Okay.
The biggest thing is we got to make sure that the liquid will pass through it. That's why it has to be thin.
You
You
don't have school today?
no school?
No spoon.
No school?
Holiday?
Oh yes, holiday.
Yes.
Working holiday.
Maybe he wants to be in school rather than working.
Oh, brain gummies.
Brain gummies?
40 hả? Thì món đây rồi.
Come on.
Cảm ơn, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a thermometer. I'm telling you, Fluff.
But what temperatures does it go up to? That's the thing. I need it to be able to go up to very hot, not just the temperature of a person. And I need a small one that's very cheap. Yeah, that's the manager. A tough shed. Why would you be buying a shed? You got some markets, I expect. The kid is a professional. Yeah, he's on. Today is a holiday. So he went straight from going to school. Yeah, that's not going to work. I need a candy thermometer. That's what I need. Here's Philip's shoes.
It's a bakery that we need to go.
I know. That's.
Come on.
Come on. That's what I was telling. Come on. Bye bye. Here's my scooter right here, guys. This is the scooter that I need right here. That's the scooter. That's the scooter that I need. Next step, the kid will be running a hedge fund at 15. Ha! Yeah, today is his holiday. I'm assuming he's off because they said there's a holiday today. So he didn't even get a real holiday. It's not like he got to hang out, play video games. He was working the cash register. So
That's how Asian do.
when do they get a party and celebrate? For us? Where are you going?
It's hot.
What do you think? It's a million degrees cooler over here? Yeah, that scooter's too manly for me. That one's too much for me. Too much power. Too much power. See, we could have asked them. This is what I was thinking, the Torino. Because they probably make their own stuff too.
You can ask like,
But I mean, what are we going to ask them? Hey, do you guys have something we just bought?
oh, like a
Thermometer.
thermometer.
Ciao. Oh, it smells so good in here. I always love coming in here.
We don't have.
Just ask them where we can get one.
Where we can buy
Thermometer. Like a candy, like a thermometer.
So handmade.
Here, let me show her. How far is that?
How many?
How far is that?
How many?
Walking? Can I see on the map?
Sige, motorbike.
Can I see where this is on the map? It's on the other side. It's on the. Okay, come on. Last time I saw a thermometer was at Lot Mart. Yeah, that's the problem. Is like we're in that kind of weird pinch where we don't want to. So we were lucky to get this cheesecloth, but people are like, "Hey, go order it online or go across." And I was like, "We have the liquid now. I have to use it before it expires, and I don't want to go spend like $10 across the river to go get it because." So here's what I'm doing. I'm making ricotta cheese, right? So I made homemade yogurt, and now we're making ricotta cheese. But if I go spend $10 to go across the river to get it, yes, we're gonna go eat first. So if I spend $10 to go across the river, I might as well just buy the ricotta cheese at the store than to go spend more money than what we're trying to make. So that's the whole reason why we're trying to find it in walking distance. The drugstore has the regular thermometers, but we need a thermometer that can go up to like very high temperatures, like a candy thermometer that you put it in a pot when it's boiling. Most of the digital or the thermometers at pharmacies are just for reading humans' temperatures. Cheese in Vietnam? No, I made my own, buddy. I made my own yogurt. I don't know if you've seen that live stream, but the yogurt's made, and we have the leftover whey, and I'm making ricotta cheese out of it, which is the reason why we needed the cheesecloth. I could probably do without the thermometer because obviously people have been making cheese for hundreds of years before they had a thermometer. But I just figured maybe I can get one. You might be able to use nylon paint filter. So luckily we got, it's called a baby cloth, which everyone kind of recommended, which we just found. But we're gonna see how good it works. So when we get back, I'll try to make the ricotta cheese. I'll probably do that on a live stream. We got the baby cloth, but I don't know if it's thin enough. I've never used cheesecloth. And for me, all the cheesecloth, I've always seen it so thin. This one looks a little thicker, so I'm hoping that the liquid will go through it, but we will see. Michigan. We are all the way out here in Vietnam. This is the second time I've seen a hood open today, Fluffy. Look. I was just about to tell you when we seen the first one earlier, I was going to say, we've never seen a hood open in Vietnam.
Because it's hot.
But I mean, we've been here for a year and a half. I've never seen a hood open on a car here. Where are we going, Fluffy? I said the lunch spot.
Yeah.
Where is that at? I didn't think it was this far down. Why do I always think it's closer? Here, this is gonna be our lunch spot for today. How's the weather? Man, the weather is looking good. Look at this. The sun's out. It's not that foggy. It's not that hazy. Oh, it's actually busy today. This is our restaurant. There's no 7-Eleven here. You forget, man, this is Da Nang, no 7-Eleven. But remember, it's not a person thermometer. It is a cooking thermometer.
What are you getting?
I'm gonna get that, but didn't you say I can add the meat?
Yeah. Bo shao. If you add meat and the
No, so
rice.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the same thing I get, and then I'm gonna add a rice. You got me wedged in over here, Fluffy. There's a kid sitting here. Like, I'm crushed. GS25 store? How long-term visa might cost? No, I told people don't. I think it's a clickbait title. I do not believe there's a long-term visa coming. It's so crazy that so many people keep talking about it, but I'm telling you guys, stuff happens in Asia extremely slow, and there's always rumors of things. Like I said, a year ago when I was in the Philippines, there was talk, oh, the digital nomad visa in...
Get drinks.
Get what?
Drinks, you don't have drinks.
A year ago, there was a bunch of talk about, oh, there's going to be a digital nomad visa in the Philippines. It's coming very soon. Look, a year and a half later. Let me try. What's up, Army guy, buddy?
You get rice.
Second one. The 8,000.
Hot.
GS25 store. So I'm telling you guys, do not expect the visa. If it happens, be happy. But I'm telling you, for one, I don't believe it's coming anytime soon. For two, if it does, it's not going to be some easy, cheap visa. You guys are going to have to meet financial requirements. There's going to be a lot of stuff because they know how bad you guys want it. So if people want things bad, if people want a Lamborghini, guess what? A Lamborghini costs a lot of money. You don't just go, oh, everyone wants a Lamborghini, man, let's go buy it down at the Toyota store for 50 bucks. No. So be careful what you guys wish for. That's what I keep telling you guys, because once the genie is out of the bottle, once we have a long-term visa in Vietnam, rent prices are going to skyrocket. Prices of things are going to skyrocket. That's the two. There's two reasons why Vietnam stays cheap. One, the lack of English compared to other countries. Two, the lack of a long-term visa. So as soon as you add that long-term visa, all the rents, all the prices are going up in Vietnam. So be careful what you guys wish for. Fried bananas? Yeah, we have the ones that are called banana fritters out here. We have the fried banana fritters that are down the street. There used to be so many places that have it. Fluffy, where's the nearest convenience store? I don't think there's one around here. I might just get a drink here. Do they have a Coke? I'm planning a trip back to Thailand later in the year and might pop into Vietnam for a week to check it out. I've never been to Vietnam before. I get Coke. Let me log into the Wi-Fi so I don't kill all my data for today. On the 23rd March. Oh, yeah, let me show you this. On the 23rd March, Aeroloft got a direct flight from Russia to Nha Trang. Many of the people are moving to Da Nang. Let me show you this, Marcus. Let me show you exactly what I was talking about. Let me know if this is the same site that you get your tickets off of.
Come on.
Come on. Let me know if this is the same site that you get yours off of. So I use this site. It's called DSVN. And this is the ultimate cheapest local website. So I'll show you really quickly. And it's all in Vietnamese. So you have to translate it. You got to come up here and hit the translate page. But for example, if you come here and you put Da Nang, look at this. So if you put Da Nang to Nha Trang, and then we'll just pick a random date, right? They're almost always usually the same price. There are a few thousand difference. But here we go. Why won't it? Oh, come on. Why is it not? Give me 1 second. I don't know why this is not. Let me log into my regular Wi-Fi. For some reason, it's not picking it up. Give me 1 second, Marcus. We'll log into my Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll be a little better.
Ah, so good.
So good. Okay, so why the hell? Here we go. Here we go. So if you look here, so everything is going to be in Vietnamese, so you're going to have to translate it. But that's okay because we get awesome prices. What the? Jesus Christ, why when I'm trying to do something it always messes up? Give me 1 second. You guys always notice when you're trying to do something, it always never works out that way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Give me 1 second. Live stuff always gives you a difficult problem. What is that noise, Fluffy?
It's good.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fluffy, can you take this?
And then,
So if you look, I'm sure you guys had the sleeper cars, right? So let's look at the sleeper cars. Let's look at the sleeper cars. So the sleeper car is going to be this one. Here we go. The 4, right? So it's 860,000. But when I seen it, when I looked at it another day, it was like 600 or 700,000. So I'm wondering, are you using this same website, DSVN? Yeah, this is the official website though. This is it. So this is 100% the official website. I would love to know which site you're using because this is the 100% Vietnam Railways website. If you see Vietnam Railways, if you look, when we went down to the train station all the times, they tell us this is it, DSVN, Vietnam Railways Corporation. Yeah, that's who we take. So if you look up Vietnam Railways, so this is the one you probably used right here. This is probably the one that you used. But for some reason, I feel like this one is a third party. Should I upgrade my 12 Pro Max? Look at my little mini Coke. Look, it's a mini Coke.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look because I think we're possibly coming down to Nha Trang.
It's clean. It's clean.
I think we're possibly gonna do a quick trip to Nha Trang. So that's why we were looking for tickets. Come on. What did you get, Fluffy?
Chicken.
You didn't get the single piece of chicken this time?
This is single piece chicken.
Last time you got like a drum or something.
I don't like drum.
You got something like that last time. Getting packed. Yeah, the word's out definitely about Vietnam. Vietnam is now being
Wow, it looks good.
priced in Vietnam. Not the price, but in fact, crazily, the tariffs made the dollar go up, which means I get about $10 off of rent this month. So because of the tariffs, it drove the dollar up in value. So I get about $10 cheaper rent this much. Vietnam is going to get more expensive. I don't know if it's going to be long term, but definitely in the short term, because there's going to be a lot of people like you, Marcus. There's going to be people that are tired of the Da Nang rental price going up, and they're going to say, hey, where's the next beach? Oh, Wien Yan. Oh, Nha Trang. So people are going to come down there and check. We are going to go through a popular time in Vietnam. We're definitely going through it for sure. But here's the question, is it gonna last? A lot of people say, hey, it ain't gonna last. Most people want Thailand. They want to have the bars, they want to have the prostitutes, they want to have the weed, they want to have all this stuff, and Da Nang just doesn't have that for them. So we think maybe not till the end of this year, but it'll start quickly fading out. I am not an Eagles fan, I'm a 49ers fan. Wow, I can see. Am I getting another one or no? I probably don't. If they're not going to bring it, then I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'll be halfway done by the time they bring another one.
You want another one?
If they're not going to bring it in the next 30 seconds, then no.
No, I think you forgot.
Then no.
It's there.
Then no. I don't want to. It's okay.
What's that?
They're making for someone else.
You don't want it?
I'm going to be done. I don't want to get.
You're just gonna scoop it.
That's what I'm saying. In the next 30 seconds, yes. But if we have to say, oh, hold on, let me make theirs, I'm going to be done. And I don't want a plain thing of rice. I love Saigon.
Not rice, not from here.
Never mind.
No, it's there.
I'm going to have so much rice with nothing left over. Come on. Why didn't you guys get a fried egg? I usually do, but this is a little cheap restaurant that I don't eat big lunches. So we usually just get a banh mi, or I make a grilled cheese sandwich or something. At dinner time, I'll get the egg. But for just a quick lunch, we hardly ever go out for lunch. The only time we go out for lunch is like when we come to a place like here, because we're out doing stuff for the day. And I don't even know if they have fried egg here. I'm sure they would. But if it was dinner time, I would definitely get an egg. What did you get, Fluffy?
Fried chicken.
What?
Fried chicken.
Oh, Fluffy got...
Thai part.
I actually don't lose my signal that much. I know when I'm in here, Mitzi's in here, he thinks it is. But usually, my internet is usually good. There's a few times, like, if it's a bad spot, it's kind of a bad spot for all companies out here. What Philip says. I ordered this. It's like a beef with rice. Very, very simple, very cheap. Yes, we are still at the same place. We are still at the same place. Still at the same place. I really like this rice. This rice is really good. Fluffy, drink your soups. Eat your foods. That's what Fluffy calls it. She doesn't say food, she says foods.
Don't tell me that.
I'm telling them that.
Because I don't say it that way.
Of course you say it that way. Gotta get my peppers. Damn, that's crazy. The Costco trip, the big one. Will is ordering from their dollar menu. $2 menu. $2 menu. But they do have stuff. And mostly everything's over $1. But I really like the flavor here. Everything's like between $1-ish and $2. The weather's very sunny today. You guys can see the sun that's hitting the ground out there. It's actually pretty clear today. Fluffy, what time are you leaving?
Here, is Mitzi there?
I have no clue. May. Fluffy will be gone in May. No, because actually, Philip, you know, I never really buy anything that's $1, $1 US. My stuff, even the Bonnet is 40,000. So the Bonnet is like 140. I don't really ever get anything at the $1 or under mark besides a banh mi. You want to move this place? I'll show you guys. It's right there. Can you guys see that? What does that say? Du Yen? Du Yen.
Yeah.
Du Yen Kam Da Zimo. Hard, it's not been that bad for her. It's only bad when she leaves the Philippines airport. But overall, it's not bad. Just a little issue when she leaves the Philippines airport. But besides that, not really any problem. Not really that much big of a problem. Our place is $550, but that includes electricity, water, rent. So if you really want to separate the rent from like the electricity and the water, our place is about $475 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. But right now the landlords are definitely asking for more. The landlords probably want closer to $600-ish for 2 bedrooms, I would say. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much, Marcus. We are in the process of negotiating. I have a video coming up about it, so I don't want to let too much out. We are negotiating, and the rent is due on the 12th. So technically, no official decision has been made. So I just don't want to say too much because Fluffy will start giving me the eye. But you guys will know very, very shortly.
I just don't want to jinx it.
It's pronounced you win. Then it will probably be game to me. Too bad. The downside for Thailand for me, I love Bangkok. Bangkok is probably my second favorite city. But the downside is 2 things. One, Bangkok is 20 to 30% more expensive than Da Nang. The second issue, you only get a 60-day visa, and then you got to leave the country unless you want to pay a good amount of money to get a 1-month extension, which I don't want to do. $25 visa here in Vietnam for 3 months. 60-day free visa in Thailand. But as soon as you go to extend that 3rd month, that extension for that 1 month by itself is $60. So those are the 2 issues why I do not, why I'm not in Bangkok. Plus, the rumor now, remember I said don't believe the rumors, but the rumor in Thailand is that they're going to knock everything down to a 30-day visa. And if Thailand goes to a 30-day visa, then no way, Thailand will not be an option. Thailand will not be an option if it goes down to freaking 30 days. Thailand's going to kill a lot of its tourism by going to a 30-day. No, not true at all. 100% wrong, James. Fluffy, he said, somebody told me if I want to live in Vietnam, I have to give up my passport.
No. Why would you do that? I read something that it says that the passport doesn't really belong to the owner, it belongs to the government. So like, you're giving up your country if you do that.
Beef and some vegetables with rice. Yeah, when I went to Thailand the first time, it was 30 days. Then we were so happy when they extended it to a 45-day visa. And then they went up to a 60-day visa. But now they're trying to kick out all the cheap people. That's why they're creating all these new digital nomad visas, the retirement visa, because they do not want cheap travelers in... They don't want cheap travelers in Thailand. So that's why they're doing the 30-day visa for tourists. They're saying, hey, if you guys are just tourists, 30 days is plenty. If you guys want to live here long term, then you get the retirement visa. And if you guys want to work here and be young, then you get the DTV. But guess what? You got to show income. So they're saying, all you cheap budgeters, all you cheap travelers, you guys are not welcome long term in Thailand. That's exactly what's going on in Thailand.
Why are you carrying your plate like that?
Because I don't want to spill it. It's going to spill.
Oh, you want the bowl?
No. I need to even my bowl.
No, but at least it's easier.
Yeah. Thailand will never be a real option for me until I'm 50 years old. Which is still another 7 days. 7 years. So I don't really have a legit option for a long-term visa in Thailand. What did you get, Fluffy?
Chicken pie.
Drink.
Nothing. I'll share. Hey!
Why are you screaming?
Because it's...
Philippines gives you an awesome visa, and they have the most English. But so you can stay in the Philippines for 3 years without ever leaving the country, and they have great English. But before you get happy, everything else in the Philippines is a huge downgrade from Vietnam or Thailand. Food is not as good. You have blackout electricity problems. The internet's not as good. Transportation is harder and more expensive. Cost of living is way higher. The apartments are smaller. The apartments are less quality. So you go to the Philippines if you really, really obsess.
Oh my gosh, Fluffy, they're building a moon milk by Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Will
Let me
is
see.
wrong
Let me
again.
see. I want to see it says moon milk. Yep, there's a moon milk at Roadhouse. That's crazy. Moon milk is like starting to become the 7-Eleven. But
It's beside the escape room. Escape room.
yep, exactly, John. If you stay in Thailand for over 6 months, you got to pay taxes. Like I'm telling you guys are not listening to me. Thailand does not want cheap travelers. So they are taking advantage of anyone that loves Thailand. They're saying, hey, you want to come to Thailand? You want to stay here? You're going to be paying us. Thailand built its reputation off of cheap, budget, backpack travelers for 20, 30 years. 30 years people have been traveling in Bangkok for cheap, right?
Fluffy, let's see canceled on me.
So they have built their reputation on the cheapness. And now that the job's done, now everyone loves Thailand, right? Now they say, okay, you cheap guys that built our country, you guys need to leave. All we want is the retired older guys that have the money. Now the rest of you guys can leave. I like Da Nang better than Bangkok in this aspect. You get a 90-day visa with no problems at immigration, and it's 20 to 30% cheaper. Now, if you guys told me, hey, you get a 90-day visa in Thailand, and Bangkok will be the same price as Da Nang, then it's a coin flip to me. But when you factor in 20 to 30% cheaper and the better visa, then Da Nang slightly wins. But like I said, if you could say, okay, we can magically snap your fingers, you'll get a 90-day visa in Thailand, and Da Nang in Thailand will be the same cost for the same everything, then it honestly would be a toss-up for me. I'm flying back to the USA with the overnight stay in Hong Kong. I never stayed overnight in Hong Kong. As soon as I landed in Hong Kong, I went to the city of Shenzhen. So I never actually stayed a whole night in Hong Kong. I went to mainland China. But see, here's the problem with those long-term visas. How much money did it cost you for a 20-year visa when someone like me that loves to travel all across different countries, that money wouldn't be worth it. I would rather pay for 3-month visas in either one country or traveling throughout. You kind of lock yourself into a country by paying such a long visa. We found baby cloth, so we're hoping that it's going to work. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Philip, but I do not believe it's coming. We will see. We will see. In Vietnam, things have to happen before you guys bank on them. 1 million baht. Jesus Christ. Let me see how much 1 million baht is. I don't even know the quick conversion on that. Let me see what it is. 1 million. Oh, wow. Yeah, 30,000 US dollars. Man, that's crazy. So for $30,000, I could do like 30 years of visa runs in Vietnam. So for me, I would rather just do a visa run in Thailand for 15, 20 years and pay it each different time rather than upfront paying it. What happens if, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but let's say that Thailand all of a sudden becomes a terrible place. Then you've already prepaid for a visa that the country you might not want to live in anymore. Buying a condo locks you in. Also, at times, I consider buying a place. I have it as my home. The problem with me, I don't want to buy a condo. If I'm going to buy a place, I want a yard. I want my private place. I want to have a barbecue. He said retirement visa would have an income qualifications. Like I said, Philip, wait till it's official. I've heard so much news in the past 2-3 years about the Philippines digital nomad visa. I was here during the 30-day visa in Vietnam during the COVID opening up. Guess how long they would say, oh, it's coming out next month. Oh, it's coming out next month. It took a year for the 90-day visa to pop up. Yeah, I'm not giving any country 30K. I have no problem paying 30K over 15 years, meaning I'll pay for each individual visa. But what happens if I go to Europe and I love Europe and all of a sudden I paid 30,000 for a country that I don't even want to be in anymore? Have you been to the coastal town? I've never been to Cambodia. Cambodia, slight possibility that we'll try to get there this year. Here's the 3 countries I would like to either try or go to this year, if everything works good. I would like to try out Cambodia. I would like to try out Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I do want to go back to China. So those are the 3 places I'm trying to figure something out. What's up, everybody? I'm in USA, 38. I have no debt or attachments. I've saved $210,000. Oh, yeah, 100%. You were almost in the exact same boat as me, too far gone, except for you had a huge amount more money than me. But I was 37, no debt, no kids, no wife when I left the USA. So I was 1 year younger than you, but you have a lot more money than I had when I left. Yeah, so here's what's really, I got to get this out of my mind. But what's so hard is for me to travel to another country knowing what I pay in Da Nang. So people will say, oh man, Malaysia's good price. It's like Bangkok. And I go like, yeah, I know, but look at how freaking cheap Da Nang is. Man, 200,000. So put it this way. I live here, a solid life, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1 block from the beach. We go out to restaurants every single day. I live here for about 10,000 a year. If Vietnam had a long-term visa, I'd consider it. I'm also considering buying a visa for Cambodia. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem, Marcus. It's so hard to say. It's the good and the bad thing about Da Nang. The good thing is I love Da Nang. It's cheap, right? The bad part is you compare it to every other place that you go to. So it's like it's a hard thing to do because you keep looking back and saying like, damn, man, like I'm paying more than there. It's hard to get the Da Nang price out of your mind. Well, how come you couldn't get a fried egg? I get a fried egg on my banh mi every time.
Who?
Me.
No, who can't get it?
Yeah.
Just say trung opla.
Mark, I've been seeing those videos too. Lao, I think, is the up-and-coming spot that people are trying to push. Lao, I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos about. I've been seeing a lot of videos about Lao. The problem with Lao is it's either too long of a bus ride from Vietnam or it's too expensive of a plane ticket from Da Nang to get to check it out. I would live anywhere that matches my requirements, but as you guys can see, I've been to 20 countries so far, and only few cities meet all my requirements. If you lived in Da Nang, Jamie's, you could live very, 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 very well. Now, if you live in a Ho Chi Minh, 1,500 will be tougher. Which laws? I wonder if you're talking about the law about having a woman live with you. Because I seen that video, and then everyone basically said it wasn't true.
Look at this. They have Vietnamese dong coins.
Wow. I'd never seen the coins.
It's a collectible. Look.
Wow. I heard that, Army Guy, but everyone dispelled that. I think you're talking about how you couldn't have a woman live with you. But if you go watch the guy that was just on Vagabond Awake, he tells you clearly that that isn't true. Too slow, man. That's not an option for me, Darth, because for 2 reasons. If I would go to Cambodia, I would be doing it for a visa run, which means I only need to be gone for 3 to 5 to 6 days, which means I'm going to spend half that time going to Cambodia, then taking a boat. Like by the time I get off the boat and go to Cambodia, my time is up. So I need to get directly into Cambodia or Laos quick and cheap, which you can either get there quick but not cheap, or you can either get there cheap but not quick. That's the big problem. I think you're talking about the guy that's on Vagabond Awake, right? I watched that guy's video. Actually, I've seen a couple of his. He lives a lot cheaper and a different lifestyle than me, but I enjoy watching his videos. Like, he lives way out in the middle of nowhere. Not nowhere, but he's not in the main area. And he shares a place with his uncle. I've seen that video, though. What are we doing now, Fluffy? How come he canceled on you? Fluffy's upset. You gotta look in the camera and tell him, why are you canceling?
I was preparing for it.
No, I'm not gonna collaborate with him. We are two 100% different type of streamers. No interest in doing any videos with him. I'm single if I can't. I heard that's all a myth. I've definitely heard that's a myth, Army Guy. I can't confirm it, obviously, because I don't know anything. But I was shocked when he mentioned that on the video. I was like, wow, you can't have a woman? And then he answered the question. He was like, no, this is not true. And then I did a little more research, and I heard no. Basically, I think technically, there's some kind of law that kind of hints at that, but it's never enforced. It would be kind of like jaywalking is a crime in the USA, but no one ever enforces it, and it's not legit. That's at least what I heard. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't know anything about Laos except for the few videos, but obviously if I would go to Laos, Fluffy would be coming with me, so I mean, he seems like he's much more than unique.
Ooh,
Fat and broke.
I thought me.
You're just broke.
I'm just broke.
Oh, look at that, Fluffy. What is that, an ice cream machine? An ice cream guy?
Yeah.
That was a rolling ice cream machine. We still have to go to Moon Milk, too.
Maybe they have new moon milk.
I don't think it's open yet. So supposedly, remember we've been showing you the new Moon Milk that opened a week ago? Now it looks like there's a new Moon Milk across the street from Roadhouse. So now we have 5 Moon Milks in a 7-minute walking distance. But here's what I think is going to happen now. I think the new Roadhouse Moon Milk will get a lot of people there, and it'll take away from the one by the Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
And it'll take away from our favorite one too, because that's going to be the furthest one away now.
But that's the main.
But I think most people don't live up that way. I think most people live closer down to that way. The cops came in my building asking another guy about a girl he had over. That's crazy. Very interesting. I wish I would have known that back when you were here. I would have asked you about that.
But maybe they won't have a passport or local.
No, I've heard that they said you're not supposed to have a woman in the room in Laos. But the guy that we watched on Vagabond Awake, he has a girlfriend, and he said he's never been questioned, walks around with her, never had an issue. Yes, but many other people, he said, never had the issues. Now, like I said, I don't know for a fact, but that's what I've heard. I've never been in Laos, I can't say it. This is just a quick research that I've done. Let's pay this bill. You ready, Fluffy? I'll finish my drink. Oh, Ho Chi Minh. Fluffy, you want to get the bill? Watch this. Fluffy, if you don't get the bill, then you're going to pay in 10 seconds. BC? Before Christ? What is BC?
Busy.
You're rubbing it all in the water, Fluffy. Look at Fluffy just put my glasses right in the water.
I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see?
What are you gonna do now, cry?
Yeah, you just ruined my $200 glasses.
It's not $200. It's just $50,000. It's
My soda went unsweet very quick.
45 plus 83. Oh, I had 83 last night too. 84.
I think that should be good. This is what we're paying with. If you guys have never seen Vietnamese dong, there's a 20,000. and a 50,000 and a 20. So it'll be 80.
Go to the beach later.
We'll see. I have a lot of work today, Fluffy. I got to do another video. You had your own plans. I have my plans. Your plans got canceled. Now you want me to cancel mine.
No.
So put it this way. So we paid $14 million, or not dollars. We paid $14 million for our rent, and that's always been at least 550 US dollars. But look, now 14 million because of the tariffs and the inflation. Now it's only $542. Not a huge savings, but now this month's rent will be about $10 cheaper than it was last time. Do what? So our rent used to be at 550-ish. It would be like 551, 552. But now, when the tariffs hit, the US dollar jumped up and the VND jumped down. So now, my rent is under 550. In fact, it's 542. So this month I saved about 10 bucks, which, yeah, 10 bucks is not a huge deal, but it is probably 2 or 3 nights worth of dinner for free. What else do we need? Anything?
Huh? The thermometer.
I'm gonna skip that.
I think I found that. Oh, you said you're going to the thrift store.
Damn, that's the only thing. Well, we gotta go to Moon Milk too, and I want to go to the safe one. Are we gonna walk to the thrift store, carry stuff if we buy it, and then walk to the furthest Moon Milk and carry stuff too in the sun? I don't want to hear any complaining.
You're the one complaining.
We do have some fruit, but what I'm gonna do, I separated the batch, Darth Son. We have half that's gonna be plain that we're gonna make a garlic cilantro yogurt sauce for like chicken and meat, and then the other half is plain, but we're gonna add fruit or caramel or something else into it. So we're gonna have 2 different ones. Yeah, I know. Fluffy she sent me the picture. So I guess Mitzi was right. He said it had the dark blue. We just seen the video. We just mentioned that about 5 or 10 minutes ago. That's crazy. There's so many Moon Milks now. Moon Milk is the new 7-Eleven in Da Nang. Yeah, actually I'll give you 2 social credits. 1 for bringing it up, 2 for being blown away that they're opening up 2 brand new ones within like what, 7 blocks of each other. Not only so, put it. This is how crazy it is. They just opened up a new one that's about 7 blocks away from there last week. Now they're opening up another one that's 7 blocks away a week later, right? That's not even the craziest part. Now there's already one that's about 5 blocks over, and then there's 2 other Moon Milks in that same area. Marcus, we have 5 Moon Milks in our neighborhood now. You were here when they only had 3. There's 2 brand new ones that opened up. There is one right across from Roadhouse, and now there's one that just opened up last week that's right by our apartment. So it's crazy. There's 5 now. All right, Mark, man, I appreciate it. I can understand them open up more, but there's literally 5 in like an 8-minute walking distance. It's crazy. Like, how are you going to decide which one you go to? To decide to which one to go to now. But what I think is a couple of them are going to be extremely busy, and then the others are going to kind of not have as much traffic. We still prefer our main one that we've always went to, that's up at the main road, the one that's the furthest from Bikini Bottoms. The furthest, not the closest, but the furthest. That's the main one that we've been going to for like a year and a half. That is our favorite one. I guess our backup one now is going to be the one that's the new one, not the Roadhouse new. Sure, Fluffy. Let's see. We'll go into the 10,000 VND store. So this is like the dollar store of Vietnam. Texas. What's up, Ashley? We've been getting a lot of people popping in from Texas. I have 3 of the company's grocery stores within a 10-second walk. I'm surprised that, do they have a Moon Milk out there? Do they have a Moon Milk out there? Let's see. I feel like I need something. I've been starting to turn into a damn consumer out here. For the first year and a half, I almost buy nothing. And now, I feel like I'm buying stuff all the time now. This is the soap I use right here. Thermometer. I think they're going to have one, but they're not going to have the food one. Fluffy, do you see a thermometer? I don't see one.
No, I was looking for the tin can.
The thermometers that they're going to have is like the ones that you check like your body temperature. I need one that gets up to like 400 degrees. I don't know. I was just looking at it. Do you see any better deal than that one, Fluffy?
No.
60?
Maybe we can check. Maybe they have it too.
I feel like it's going to be more there though. A competitor? Moon Milk has everything pretty good though. I guess the competitor to Moon Milk is the Winmart. Winmart is great on certain things, not overall, but you'll go in there and like, if you need like didn't you just buy glue?
No, I did not.
The Winmart's great for like, if you like sodas, they'll have like a buy one, get one, or they'll have like buy 2, get 1. But I try not to drink too much soda. Like you guys just seen me drink one now, but snacks, they'll always have like a buy one, get one free.
Is it like 2 for 10K?
2? I'm not sure, Fluffy. You have the translation. Casinos? Casinos. I think there is a casino here. I'm pretty sure there is. I haven't gambled in a long time. Like if I go gamble in Tahoe and stuff, I love it. And I love playing the Texas Hold'em poker. But I'm glad that I don't. Gambling and casinos is a thing. Like if I go start, I'll be in there all day. So I'm glad that I don't know or haven't went to the casino. We got a knife sharpener here before. Vinmart is a huge supermarket. Both. So they have most throughout the towns will have like a smaller Vinmart. They'll have a smaller Vinmart. Is that a good deal though?
I don't know how much is it in.
Fluffy, use your translate.
No, I don't know how much is it in.
Moon Milk, it's 4 for like 20 something thousand. Vinmart, they have the smaller stores, and then like at the mall, they have the big grocery store. We've only been to that one time when we went to the Vincom mall. Claw machine. No, man, I don't even want to win anything. Well, I don't want to win the prizes that they have in the claw machine. I just love trying to win. I would love to have the option to just play it. They say, hey, you don't have to put any money in, but you can't win a prize. You just pick it up and then you don't win the prize. I would love to do that. I hate spending to win a stupid stuffed animal that I have no use for. Sorry. I haven't gambled in 7-8 years when I was back in Tahoe. I love Texas Hold'em though. The only 2 things that I really do when I gamble is Texas Hold'em, and my brother got me into horse racing. Not horse racing like when you're out, but horse racing when you're at the casino, where you go sit in a little room and you order some drinks and you watch the horse races all across the country. And I wouldn't just pick like one horse. What I was doing was the crazy stuff. I'd put $2 down and pick like 6 horses. And if you hit it, it was like $12,000. But obviously, I'd never had much luck on that.
Yeah, it's 245.
2 for 5. Oh, 2 for 5.
2
Okay.
for 10.
Fluffy, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, not 2, 4, 10. You don't.
2.
What about 3?
It says
What about the
for
number
10.
3?
5 for 1.
Okay, Fluffy. Maybe this is cheesecloth.
It's not.
What is that?
Rubber
Glove.
gloves.
Robber gloves. Do we need any containers? I feel like we got too many containers, but let's see.
Containers for your.
So what am I gonna put the ricotta cheese in? Do we have something? I would love to just get one small container that will fit something like that, but I think they're like 6 packs, 10 packs, and I don't really want to. I hate buying stuff, especially stuff when you're traveling.
55.
No. Remember they had like a pack. It was a whole big pack.
This is just 10,000.
Too small. They had a whole pack though, Fluffy. Remember it was like a 6-pack or something. It freaks me out when I see grown women in Saigon buying giant stuffed animals. I don't know. There's a guy that sells those out here. He rides on the scooter. Fluffy, there used to be like a whole pack.
Maybe we should buy this for your house.
No, Fluffy, that's a waste of money. I swear there used to be like a 4-pack, but maybe not. I know for sure they had it, but it looks like they're gone now. And these are too small. But they had the plastic. Sin Chow, do you have like many, not just one, but like 4? No, okay. Come on. Is it cheaper there? Oh yeah, by 1,000,000%. So to give you a good example, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, 1 block from the beach. Our rent with electricity and everything is $550. What, Fluffy?
Is it this one?
I don't know what you're talking about. And then our whole bills for everything, rent, food. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Is that microwavable?
This is what we should have got the very first time. This is exactly, see, I just asked the lady, do you have like a 5-pack? This is a 10-pack. She told me, no. That's the thing. That's the stuff that you guys get when you go to a country that doesn't speak English, is that it's a lot harder.
We're good.
Yep, I'm spending money like crazy. And then so our whole bills for every single bill that you can think of, $750. That includes transportation, entertainment, rent, electricity, food, everything. So $750. That's crazy, a whole store. Fluffy, this is what you need. Whole big store. I'm bleeding money.
Oh, on a Monday?
65.
What does that mean, Fluffy?
I don't like spending on a Monday.
Oh my God, here we go.
Because like it makes you spend the whole.
Come on. Let me put my change away. Running out of monies. Come on. Fluffy, here she goes with her superstitions. I don't like spending money on a Monday. All right, Marcus, appreciate it. A snorkel. Go make sure to get your little orange floaties that you put on your arm so you don't drown also. And don't Don't get stung by a stingray or a jellyfish or something. That's what I worry about in the water, getting stung or attacked or something. That's what I worry about.
You'll be surprised if they suddenly put a moon milk by.
Maybe they're building moon milks on every block. Maybe every block now has to have a moon milk. I guess we'll take the side streets. Ooh, let me turn off that data. I was sucking my data off of my other phone. I'll show you guys. I think this is the street that has the 10K laundry. So if you guys want cheap laundry and you guys ever get out to this area, I'll show you where it's at. Let's take a look. It wasn't this one, but I don't know how much this one is. TP Bank. Wow. That doesn't look like any TP Bank that I've seen before. Fluffy, when we go back, you got to ask them about water. You always forget about the number. Yeah. They got to have a moon milk on every block. It's not a legit block if it doesn't have a moon milk. So we're going to go over here, I think, to the thrift store. Oh, look at the birds in the bird cage. Ooh, let's not get hit. Watch it, Fluffy. So, let's see if that cheap laundromat is still open. I think it was at the corner over here. Ooh, Fluffy, there's your peanuts. Try them. Laundry. So here's an... Oh, it smells good, too. It smells like nice, clean, fresh clothes. Can you find all styles of cuisine? Yeah. We have a Thai restaurant that we go to once a week. Korean, definitely, because there's lots of Koreans that come here. It is going to cost you, usually it's going to cost you more. Anything non-Vietnam is going to cost you more. But shockingly, the great Thai restaurant that we go to here is pretty damn cheap, especially considering it's not Vietnamese food. And for the value and the size, it's a pretty good value. Like, I get a huge portion of pineapple fried rice. It's $2. And then I get this good beef, stir-fried beef with vegetables, and it's $2 for that one also. There it is. I want to plug this place. I have no clue how good this is, but this one is 10K. So we're going to go walk to a thrift store. Not too many people have seen a thrift store in Vietnam, but we're going to walk past it since it's near our place. But 10K, this is about 30 cents per kilo. So for us Americans, that's about 20 or 15 cents per pound of laundry that they will wash, dry, and then package it up and put it in the plastic. So about 20 cents per pound. That is my girlfriend over there. Fluffy, why are you going that way? Fluffy's wandering off. What is this place? 20K. I don't know what this place is. It kind of looks like Korean or something.
Yeah, but they sell sausage, noodles.
Philippines. I've been to the Philippines. I spent a lot of time in the Philippines. Oh, there you are. You popped up. You were hiding.
No,
What?
it's noodles. It's noodles.
Noodles.
No rice.
Noodles, no rice. But everything's
sausage
basically
with
$1.
ham, egg, curry, fish balls. Yeah.
Okay,
And they also have...
come on. Drinks. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the Philippines. I was in Manila, Cebu, Boracay, Iloilo, Dumaguete, Bacolod. I always feel like I miss a city, but I think that's all of them. Yes, I am from the USA. You don't look like one. And remember, what have I been telling you guys? Oh, Fluffy, is this a Vinaphone?
Yeah.
But
it's like, it's like a motorbike.
Where's the Vinaphone?
They sell SIM card there. DSL and
I want a real Vinophone.
it's not a real.
So remember what I've been telling you guys about a month ago, a month and a half? I said, it's going to start getting hot, guys. It's going to start getting hot. And people are like, we hate this weather. It's rainy. We already feel it's definitely getting a lot humid now. Were you mongering? No, I was traveling. I went to the Philippines in 2019. That was my first time.
Was a homeless in the Philippines.
That was
and then
you,
I said,
Fluffy.
I
You were
picked
the
him up
homeless.
in the Philippines.
And then in 2022, I went there. Then in 2023. I've not been there in 2024 or 2025, though. Oh, no, we went there in 2024.
25 not
So
yet.
actually, I've been to the Philippines 2019, 2023, and 2024, actually.
I haven't been to Philippines since 2025. 2024. This year I haven't been back.
You haven't been back this year, but I haven't been back since last year. Yeah, they said Fluffy was homeless when I met you.
Rafi, no.
She was homeless
homeless
outside of
in
outside of a KFC. And
not Jollibee.
because KFC sounds better. And I gave her a chicken bone. I'll be arriving next week, coming from Thailand. In your opinion, is it better to exchange my bot? Is it to change my bot or use the ATM airport? Okay, so I'm gonna answer the question in a couple of ways. So usually you're gonna get your best exchange at the gold currency places. They're gonna give you the best value. So if you have currency, I would recommend that. But as for myself, I don't need them. For myself, I never bring currency, and I have a Charles Schwab account that gives me back all my refund purchases of ATM fees and all that. So I never bring money. I use my Charles Schwab account since it's all free. But if you have money that you want to convert, I would recommend going to a gold currency conversion place if you have cash. But if you guys can use your no-fee cards, I would recommend that. And I would definitely not recommend swapping your currency at an airport. An airport's going to kill you on the conversion, 100%. So that's what I would probably recommend. Any kids? Any kids in the future? Fluffy, that's lunch. That's too much lunch. Fluffy's older than me, though. What?
Even if you say that, even if I say I'm 10 years older than you, it wouldn't look like I am.
Who do you think is older? Who do you think is older?
I have Asian genes. Of course you will. You look like an old.
Ah, come on, Fluffy. Everyone always tells me I look young.
For a Westerner, you look young, but.
What am I supposed to look young for an Asian? I'm not Asian. Asian jeans, is that like, what is that, their equivalent to Levi's? Like, American jeans is Levi's, and khakis, and what's the other one? Lee jeans. So Asian jeans would be the Chinese version of Levi's. We're gonna go to the thrift store. Hopefully the guy will be in there. What were we looking? Oh, a blender. We're gonna see if we can work a deal out. I'm buying too much crap, Fluffy. I'm buying way too much stuff. I do, look. Fluffy, why are you gonna have me walk out in damn traffic? I've had that for a long time. It looks terrible. I hate carrying those, but it comes in so useful because I usually have the GoPro in here. I have my wallet. If I have my passport with me, I keep everything there. So I can't get pickpocketed. I keep my stuff in there. So, but I can honestly say, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would not have that. A lot of people just have it to look cool or whatever their reason is. For me, I put my wallet, I put my GoPro, I put my microphone, my GoPro batteries. So I use it kind of as a work related thing. I hate wearing it, but it's so useful. Yeah, she goes like this, come on, hurry up. And I step out in the road and there's 6 cars coming my way head on. Go back and rewind the video. You said, come on. I look over and I'm walking. There's a van and 3 motorcycles coming. Schwab card, but I need 6,000 cash for an apartment. It will take a ton of ATM. Okay, no. If you go to the airport, in Da Nang's International Airport, go to HSBC. You can pull out 15 million in one transaction. So you could pull out 15 million in one transaction. Schwab card, but I'll need 6 million cash for an apartment. It'll take a ton. No, so most of the ATMs here are 5 million per transaction. HSBC is 15 million per transaction at the airport. Or when you land at the airport, do the HSBC. 15 million one transaction. They have what? A what?
The tires there.
Volcano shop. What is a volcano shop? Oh, they're closed. Xin chào. Oh, not here? This one? Are they closed?
Oh, maybe because it's Monday.
It is hot. It's definitely hot. I use every single transaction that I do here is all in cash. Everything is all in cash. I never, ever, ever use my card. So I go close. Close. No, close. So how my little trick is, I withdraw 20 million in cash once a month, and then I use that 20 million in cash for all my purchases. 14 million goes to rent, and then I have 6 million in cash left over, and I use cash everywhere I go. I never use cards here. Yeah, this street is nice. We were gonna show you the thrift shop, but it looks like it's closed. And it definitely is getting hot. I don't know on that. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about gold. I don't know about anything like that. I'm the last wrong person to ask about that. Now we gotta walk all the way up to Moon Milk in this hot freaking...
You said no complaining.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining?
Why are you complaining? Fluffy's complaining because she's old. Older than me. It's hot. You guys can probably see the sun. I'm so happy that I turned on the AC in the living room. That's our second day now that we've turned on the AC in our living room. Fluffy doesn't know anything about crypto. She does not know anything about crypto.
About a creepy guy.
What, yourself?
Creepy guy, I said.
It's getting warm. It's definitely getting warm. It's definitely getting warm. And it's only going to get hotter. I feel maybe this is the big push. This might be... today might be like the lowest humidity that we'll have. And now all of a sudden, every day will start looking like this. Every single day will probably start looking like this. I feel like the rain is done. The cold weather is done. I feel like it's all done. No, it's a humid heat. So the temperature is not really that hot. It's probably like 80 something degrees, but the humid is what kills me. In Southeast Asia, it's the humidity. I'm from California, so it gets hot, but it's a dry heat. Out here, it's that crazy humidity. It could be like 85, 87 degrees, but that humidity just drains you. You walk outside and you're sweating from just standing outside. Look at the basketball hoop. Where's the basketball though? We see that hoop there, but we've never seen anyone playing basketball. Yeah, humidity is terrible, man. I don't know how I'm able to stay in Asia for so long, because that is probably physically, that's probably the hardest thing for me, is the humidity part. I hate the humidity. I hate it. You have to have AC here. If you don't have AC here, it's miserable. They're building so many places, but as I've been saying, nothing ever gets finished. They've been starting this for a while. This place has been, Fluffy, how long have we seen this place being built for?
I don't know, but
Months and months and months and months. And it doesn't even look like it's close. It finally looks like it's just like, what's crazy is like we'll see a restaurant go up in like 9 days, but then these hotels and stuff will take months and months and months and months, or maybe never open. But the restaurants will close down and they'll look like this, and then 9 days later it'll be a restaurant that people are already sitting in and eating. Yeah, it's freaking hot. I can already feel it. Plus we still gotta walk to the Moon Milk. Then we gotta carry the groceries back. So it won't. Look at that little dog. Oh yeah, this is the place that I looked at. It was, I think it was this one. No, it was that one. It was 5.5 million. When Fluffy was gone, it was 5.5 million for a 1-bedroom, but it was kind of small. Maybe. Yes, there's an elevator. This place was maybe 40 square meters, maybe. But it had an all right view, and it was like 5.5 million. But this was like September-ish, when 5.5 million was like just an all right price. After September, the prices definitely went up. 1 a.m. in Utah, damn.
get some sleep.
I think Utah,
Something I like.
is 1 hour ahead of California, because I think Utah is Central Time, and when I'm in California, it's Pacific.
Oh, they have a bathtub.
Wow. Fluffy, you never even used the bathtub. We've had places with bathtub, not once did she ever use it. And the balcony is very small. And I think this place, for like a 1-bedroom, when I checked on it, it was like 14 million for a 1-bedroom. And it's not even on the beach. For me,
Like this
one...
area 'cause it's shady. There's a lot.
For me, if you're gonna pay 14 million, especially for a 1-bedroom, like 14 million for a 2-bedroom for us is like even a little expensive, but 14 million for a 1-bedroom, you better be damn near on the beach, and it better be huge and have all kinds of crazy amenities. Bangkok for the past 2 months, so hopefully Da Nang will feel... I'm pretty sure Da Nang's a little bit cooler. At least at this time, I guarantee you it's going to be cooler than Bangkok right now. Yeah, I could definitely feel this humidity now. Definitely. That's why I said once the weather starts picking up, those 10,000 steps a day will start coming down. 10,000 steps might start turning into 8,000, and then 4,000. We will probably still hit 10,000. No, we won't. Because I was going to say we'll probably hit 10,000 because we'll go to dinner tonight. But we're actually going to cook dinner tonight. So maybe we'll do a live stream of cooking. I'm going to make my famous for Fluffy, chicken sandwiches. So she always likes when I make those. Van dwellers, I don't know. Fluffy loves watching van life, but I don't know if it's big out here for many, many reasons. So in USA, you can park in parking lots and Walmart. I don't know where you would park and live here. Plus, like, gas stations are kind of more rare.
Smells good.
So I think it's a lot harder to do that out here. Start a run club. I'll start an air conditioning club where you just hang out in the AC all day.
You go to Strava to start a
Go to what?
Strava. It's an app, and then they meet up to go run together.
Run. Who's gonna run in this weather? And this is not even, this is, I'm telling you guys, if you guys are in Danong right now and you feel this, we're not even hot yet. This is kind of like, this is your last, this is like a stock. Like you guys better get in at the last lowest price. This is the last lowest heat temperature. For the rest of the year, it's gonna be hot, hotter. I can't wear those kind of underwear. I'm a boxers guy. I can't wear the, for me, I always associate the white small underwear when I was a kid wearing them, but I can't wear those as an adult. It is humid, guys. This is the type of weather that you need to stay hydrated in. And I didn't even bring my water. That was a bad move. We're walking to the original main moon milk because we went to the other moon milk last night and they didn't have everything. So we got to go we have to come back here the next day and get the couple of ingredients that the new moon milk didn't have. Peppers, mayo, what else, Fluffy? I feel like there was supposed to be something else. There's 5 moon milks now in just this area. There was 3 moon milks less than a month ago. Now a month later, there's 5 in the same neighborhood. So I'm sure no matter where you're at, if you're in the An Thuong area, you're near one of them. But this is my favorite one out of all of them. It's my go-to. I think we should cross, Fluffy. I'm crossing. Look at how slow Fluffy always walks, even when there's traffic. She thinks they're gonna yield. Let's ask about the fan. So we know we can get a fan at the market for $170. Let's ask them. They usually have the prices. How much? Let's see if they hit us with the big tourist price. 500. That's crazy. 320. What's cheapest? How much? Cheapest. Which one's the cheapest? Lowest. This one? Okay. Okay. So this one's 320. Too small. So that's gonna be more than a big one. Crazy. Come on. So we can get the big one. We can get the one like this at the street market for $170. So they wanted double the price. I don't understand. Are they ripping us off on all these stores that sell them, or is the market dirt cheap? But the rest of the market's not that cheap compared to everything else. That's what's weird to me.
I don't know. Was it the wrong price?
No, because I asked them, one was like 170 and the other one was like 210. The cheapest, smallest one here is like 230. So crazy price. We have to get it. I think we're gonna get a fan soon. Warmer temperatures may be driving prices. Not sure. But I think the last time I checked on a fan at the market, it still was like 180, 170. We will definitely see the next time we go to the market. Not today though, too hot. We have too many things. I still have to edit 3 videos. So Fluffy's plans got canceled and now she's trying to ruin my day and get me to go do stuff. But that's why I don't get out videos in time. Because
don't blame me.
You just said, let's go to the beach today. You just said, let's go to the beach today. Yeah, I told you I'm not going out today. Every time I tell her I'm not going out, she'll say like, do you plan on going out? I say, no, Fluffy, I told you I'm editing. And then like an hour later, do you want to go here? I'll say, Fluffy, I can't. I won't get my work done. Oh, I'm just asking. And I'll say, Fluffy, I told you this earlier. And then an hour later, are we going to go out? Fluffy, we are not going out till I finish my 3 videos. Oh, yeah, this is the main road that you come in and come from the airport to the beach. I'm just glad we're going into some AC right now. Cold, it's much colder than it is outside. Let's see. Yeah, I can't live my day like that though. Like, imagine if I tried to not go out during the hottest point. So I don't get up till 10 o'clock in the morning, right? So let's put it this way. I wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and then I got to get my stuff done. So, okay. So put it this way, guys. If I woke up at 10 o'clock in the morning and then I got to get my stuff done, if you guys say, oh, don't go out till the heat's over, that means I wake up at 10 in the morning and then I don't go do anything till 5 o'clock. Like, my whole day's going to be ruined. What happened to it? They used to have a big one. This is the discount shelf that I always show you guys, but nothing really good here. Where's the big one? Man, they don't have the big one. Those aisles aren't big enough. Yeah, they're okay. They're not that good when like there's 3 or 4 people, but if there's no one on, it's not too bad. I'd pay double if I lived there. Fan is a must. Well, we have 3 ACs in our place. We're just trying not to run all the ACs, but technically, if we really wanted to, we can turn on all the ACs. Wake up with the Stoics? I don't know what that means. I don't go to bed till late, so if I don't go to bed till 2 or 3 in the morning, what am I going to do? Get up 2 hours later at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, that's crazy. I can't do that. Yeah, but then when am I going to do all my stuff? So let's say I wake up at 10. I do some editing at 11, 12 o'clock, spend 2 or 3 hours. Then it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. I need to go do my stuff, like grocery shopping. No, that's fine.
This is the last one.
We need that and mayo, but I don't see any mayo, and I don't want to get this overpriced one. Oh, no, you're like Philip. You love Spam. Fluffy, see if they have a thermometer. They might have one in that little random section. Yeah, but so remember, we go out to dinner about 6 or 7. So if I woke up at 10, did a little editing, that means I'm just wasting the day from 10 in the morning till about 5 o'clock at night till we start going out and going to dinner, going to the grocery store. So basically 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 hours of my day is just sitting in the house doing nothing. So it's just a wasted day for me. So for me, what I do is I wake up at 10 and then I'm like, okay, we got to go grocery shopping, or hey, we got to go take a look at this apartment, or hey, let's go to the thrift store. And that's going to be 11, 12 o'clock in the day. Otherwise, what am I going to do? Go look at the thrift store at 5 o'clock at night and then rush back to the apartment and then turn around and walk back to dinner? That's crazy. You guys are nuts. Because the only way that I'd be able to wake up at 6 in the morning is if I went to bed at like 10 o'clock at night. And what kind of... I couldn't go to bed at 10 or 11. I guess none. Oh, we need cilantro? Oh, sorry. I mean, you gotta tell the sun to work around my hours or something then. Because if I wake up at 10, what am I supposed to do? Stay indoors from... I told you that, Fluffy. I don't think they have cilantro. We never see cilantro here. Oh yeah, coriander is like the same, like the cousin. Is that what they call it here, coriander?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that looks just like cilantro. I'm used to the cilantro back in California, so yeah. This is a little more mild. Oh yeah, Fluffy, it says it right there, cilantro. Coriander / cilantro. Oh, hey, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it going? What's your name?
Wallace.
Wallace, very nice. He showed us Look, if you see, he's watching the live stream. There it is, right there. This is the best moon milk. How long have you been here for?
I got here on the. My total trip was 15 days.
Okay.
And I leave on Wednesday
Where are you going back from there?
to the States.
Going back to USA.
Yeah.
You're dreading that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a cycling trip for me, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this the only city you came to in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
don't like to pack up my bike, so. Yeah.
You done a lot of biking around here
Oh,
or something?
Yeah.
So, where are you from in the USA?
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
How's the weather for you out here?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get up early in the morning. Sometimes between 5 and 6 is start my ride.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
So you see all the people down at the beach, and
Yeah.
everyone's up at 5 o'clock in the morning here.
It's amazing how
So
many
much
people
different.
So active.
Yeah. So is this a one-time trip, or are you planning on coming back again?
I'll probably be back next year, but longer.
Longer.
Yeah.
Would you get the 90-day
I
visa,
did
but
the 90-day, but yeah.
but you're not going to be here that long?
No.
Are you staying in this area?
Yep, just like half a block up. Yeah.
Okay.
So my dilemma was because my bike is not cheap. I
Yeah.
had to choose a hotel that allowed me to bring my
Keep
bike
your
to
bike.
my room. I didn't
Oh,
wanna do
to your
it.
room. You didn't want to park it in the garage. I understand. Did you find a place like that?
I
Yeah.
did. I found 3 and I chose one that's like nearest to the beach.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. There was something else. How do you find the prices?
I don't know. I don't eat beef and pork, so for me,
Okay.
food is gonna be a little bit more expensive.
What about just any restaurants have you been popping into?
I've been going to like 4 or 5 different restaurants. That's it.
Vegan places or vegetarians or?
No, just places that sell like chicken and so I've been 6 on 6.
Okay. Oh yeah, little expensive. Right across from the Thai restaurant. We
Yeah.
go to that Thai restaurant.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
I've
good.
had a few others. Then I found a pizza place a couple of days ago.
Which
So
one? Do you remember?
Is it Olivia or something?
Oh, Olivia's. Okay. Yeah.
So it's they have 2 locations, and I found one that's like really close. Here.
Close. Okay. Very nice. Very nice, man. I appreciate you stopping by,
You
man.
all too. It's nice to
Appreciate
meet
it.
you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you,
nice
Wallace.
meet you. Fluffy.
And this is Fluffy. This is Fluffy.
Yeah. Give him hell.
Give him hell. All right, Wallace, man. Have a good trip back.
Okay, thank you.
Cilantro, chili, mayo.
The mails we're not gonna get. It's not
What
here.
are we gonna use?
Well, I wanted the big stuff. They used to have the big one, but for some reason they don't have it today. There's 5 moon milks now in this area. It's crazy. One's just opening now that still hasn't opened. So there's 5 just in this area. It's getting crazy. This is turning into the 7-Eleven of Bangkok. There's so many everywhere. It's crazy.
How about cheese?
We have cheese. I don't know how much cheese we have, but we definitely have enough cheese for the next year. Oh, look at. Oh, this is cottage.
Did we buy onion yesterday?
Yes, we did, Fluffy. Getting street cred.
Baking soda? No.
We're only gonna get that if we get flour, but I want to get out of here because I keep spending. Oh, there's ciabatta bread's on 50% again. We have too many. We already have 2 loaves. One's in the freezer, but I highly recommend that. I highly recommend the ciabatta bread. Discount banh mi bread, 50%. There's your guys' salmon. If you guys want salmon, 50% off. There you guys go. Oh, and the steak. The steak is 50. The steak is 50%. Street cred. Getting the street cred. I wish they had it. They have, I think that's mayo, but that's way too big. Look at that one, Fluffy. That one's way too big. We need the box, not the Costco. I'm gonna show her. There's some salmon, 50% off if you guys want it. Xin chao. This one, big one, the box. Do you have? It's the box one. 1 kilo, 1 kilo. No. When will you have it? This week maybe? Okay. Fluffy, can you put that back? Pellet food? Mustards? You guys see, where did you guys see the mustards? Where did you? Oh, mustards. The selection is yellow, 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 or
No,
yellow.
the selection is
Yeah, so if you don't hold it like that, you're
this
gonna drop it.
is C full C. What do they call that? Whole grain C.
We call that brown mustard.
Yeah, whole grain mustard, and this is like
This is the stuff that I use.
Dijon.
I like this.
Dijon.
These are my favorite. I'm not a big yellow mustard guy, but I will either usually get the brown or this one. Like the Dijon, stuff like that is what I get. So we're not going to get any mayo, I guess. Unless they don't even have the big one, do they? I guess they do. 46. I hate that we're going to get
This is like 190 per
190.
a kilo.
We get the big box for 89,000. That's double the price. Which we could get this one, but look, guys, it's 50,000 for 300 grams.
260 grams.
It's not much cheaper. But the reason why is because, oh, it's not cheaper. Because this is 300 grams for only 3,000 more. So the reason why I don't want to get this is basically 50,000. And we can get something that's 3 times bigger for double the price. 50 packets. This is Vietnam. There's no delis. There's no fluffy. Have you ever seen packet mayo?
No.
Like where you get at fast food?
No.
They don't even sell. There's no such thing as deli sandwiches here. If you guys want a sandwich here, it's a banh mi. I guess we get this.
Is that
We
all?
could use the yogurt, but
Oh yeah.
it's not going to be the same.
Let's try that.
I guess that's it, Fluffy. I'll show you guys the stuff that cost you guys an arm and a leg. All the Western imported stuff. Look at this little baby box of Fruit Loops. I don't know if you guys can tell how small it is, but it's very, very small. So, $4 for a baby box of Fruit Loops. So all the Western imported stuff, like let's take a look. This is a generic brand. I've never even heard of this stuff. In USA, this would be like Walmart value, but look, $10 for this little box of cereal. $10. This is insane. We could almost eat at the Japanese buffet for the price of one box of cereal. It is easy to make, but we don't have a blender. That's the problem. We don't have a blender. That's why we went to the thrift store to look for one, but they didn't have it. Or no, not that they didn't have it. They weren't open. I'm good, Fluffy. I'm hoping that I have enough but I could use the other one. The QR code if I have to. So we're probably going to be copyright violated, but it's okay. What is this, Fluffy? Barley? Who?
Lentils.
Oh, lentils.
It's okay.
That's all we got, Fluffy?
Yeah.
It's 2 days? Why did I feel like we needed something else? How much? 16? 15, 16. Come on. Thank you. Come on. I feel like we're missing something. I feel like we're missing something. I feel like we're missing something. Let me think about it. Oh, he's drinking milk out of a bag. You guys have ever seen this? Look. They're drinking milk out of a bag. So here's the other thing that's very weird as an American here. So you guys can drink milk that's unrefrigerated, right? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing something. Let me think about it. So eggs are not refrigerated here and milk is not refrigerated here. Very weird concept for an American. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. In USA, milk has to be refrigerated, eggs have to be refrigerated. But out here, you'll see milk on a shelf. You'll see eggs on a shelf. It's very, very weird. Eggs don't need to be refrigerated if they're not cleaned. Yes. So you're gonna get okay. So the thing is, USA, what we do is we spray the shell to avoid salmonella. At least that's what the USA says. So they spray the shell, which takes a protective coating off of the egg. And at that point, once you take that protective coating off the egg, you need to then store the egg in the refrigerator. So out here, your eggs on the outside are still dirty. So you can either have dirty outside shells and you can store them on the shelf, or the USA cleans the shell, which removes the protective coating, which makes it that the USA has to then store the eggs. So do you guys want the dirty shell and be able to store them on the shelf, or do you want the USA to clean your shell on the outside, but then you have to refrigerate it? So you have to pick your poison. Pick your poison. They're literally drinking a croissant and sipping on a bag of milk. That's crazy. That's true Asian style right there. They got a croissant in one hand and a bag of milk. How many of you guys have ever had a bag of milk? Now, to be fair though, yes, the eggshell is dirty, but two things. You're not going to use the outside of the eggshell, and plus, when you go to use it, you can wash off the shell and make sure it's dirty. But like I said, you're going to crack the shell and use the inside. This is what I was blown away about. I didn't know. So you know how people talk about, oh, you get salmonella, you get poisoning if you eat raw eggs. I always thought, I'm sure you guys agree with me. Let me know if I'm far-fetched. But the reason why people get salmonella is not because of the egg inside. They get it because the outside has the salmonella on it, the outside of the shell. So what happens is you touch the outside that's contaminated and somehow that gets mixed in, like when you crack the egg. But if you eat the actual egg, the egg inside doesn't contain the salmonella. It's the outside shell that has the salmonella. I never knew that. I thought eating raw egg, the actual egg itself, contained the salmonella. But that's why the USA cleans the outside of the shell to avoid getting salmonella. My organic eggs here come from refrigerated. We still, you know what? We get the eggs that are on the shelf, but just because I'm an American, I still store our eggs in the refrigerator. We still keep our eggs in the refrigerator. Even when we buy them and they're on the shelf, I still just naturally put them in the refrigerator. You guys didn't go for pickleball. No, Mitzi canceled. That's what Fluffy told me. She said Mitzi canceled the pickleball. So Fluffy was already, she was watching pickleball videos last night, telling me that she was ready to go play. Duck eggs from coworker. I do not like duck eggs. The only eggs that I eat are, what is that, Fluffy? Oh, what is that? What is the other one? A watermelon.
Watermelon.
Wow, Fluffy, you got water.
Let's try this.
Let's try this.
It's gonna be hot there.
I've never had this one before. This one's like an orange one. I feel like that one's gonna be good.
Try it. Don't put it in the sun.
I'm putting the cap on it, Fluffy. What do you want me to do? As soon as I put it down here to put the cap, don't put it on there. See, now.
Try it. That's more citrus.
More citrus and carbonated. Duck eggs taste the same, but then here's my point. Why buy the duck eggs? Aren't the duck eggs smaller and aren't they more expensive? Bigger. Okay, but aren't they more expensive?
I think
So
so.
if they taste exactly the same, why should I pay more for duck eggs? If they taste exactly the same, why would I pay? For me, it's just a mental thing. Oh, you get them for free. You get them for free. You know who really likes the duck eggs is Philip.
Really?
Philip always likes that random weird stuff. I think it's Ellie or Eli. No, I think it's Ellie. What sports do I play? I play any sports on the PlayStation 5. Fluffy's so hot. When I was growing up, I played baseball, basketball, and football. Nowadays, I just watch. I used to love watching
Where would
baseball,
you play
basketball. When I was real young, we had the thing. Americans will know what this is. I played Little League. Then I played all the way up till I was about 13. And then one summer, I played baseball in high school. Basketball, when I was in junior high, I played 1 year. And football, I ended up getting cut because of my grades. Very bad that year. Fluffy ate barbecued frog.
Hydrate.
Oh man, I love wiffle ball and horse. Our apartment that we grew up in had a perfect area. It was all grass, and we literally used it as a wiffle ball stadium. We played that, man, in the summertime. We had about 10 people from the neighborhood at some points coming out. We would have a pitcher, a batter. We had so many people there that we would have teams at sometimes. I was probably 10, 11, 12, 13 years old at this time. And the awesome part about it was the fence that was like surrounding the yard. We would make outstanding catches because you would be able to rob a home run like if it was going over. I remember I made so many home run robbing catches. But where the outfield was, there was like a big dip because obviously it's a front yard. And it had a dip, and there's been a few times I've had a severe ankle sprain because of it. We did the same too. Yeah, we did all that because we came up in a poor neighborhood. So everything that we did was free. We rode bikes. We walked around. We played doorbell ditch, wiffle ball. We played football in the street, like literally a street like this. We would play, and when cars would come, we would stop. But we would have end zones. We would have quarterbacks. We would have everything. That's how we grew up. That would have been 1990 through probably like 97, 98. That was probably the peak of our growing up outside. I was 8 years old in 1990.
You know who else likes the hot weather?
You.
No, the people who collects bottles because like people drink a lot of.
I don't know. We see when we walk to dinner sometimes. We'll see.
There, it's hot.
We will. Fluffy, you drink mine.
Oh, I thought this is what you like.
She drank my drink. What the hell?
I thought you liked this.
I do like it, but I thought I was drinking the other one.
No,
We've seen. As soon as I look back down, it's already gone.
I'm hot.
We see the Vietnamese kids playing soccer at night, usually kicking it down the street. Oh, look at this. She drank my whole bottle. You guys seen she gave me this one. Look, not even a drop.
I give you this one.
When did I take that one? When did I accept
Let me
this
give
one?
that one.
Oh, it's vegan too.
It is.
Look. Vegan. Here you go, Mitzi. This is your new vegan drink. It's kind of weird when they call stuff vegan because it's like, yeah, of course it should be vegan because there's no meat in it. Do you think there's going to be meat in watermelon juice? Like they try to capture you with those words. Like, "Oh, this is vegan." You're like, "Wait a second. This is watermelon juice. Why would it not be vegan?"
But it's not.
I have vegan water.
I'm sure that's there's sugar on that.
Sugar is not meat though. Just
Yeah,
like same
but
thing.
like it's-
Hey, I have vegan water.
No, but did you know
Non-GMO
that-
vegan water.
But did you know that Oreo's vegan?
It should be. There's no meat. What
No,
meat?
but there's no dairy in
Yeah.
Oreo. That's vegan food.
Vegan water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally, a watermelon juice says vegan. Like, oh man, I really want my beef chunks in my watermelon juice. 5 to 10 and go to the gym every day. We usually do 10,000 a day, but with this weather getting hotter, it might be less. Fluffy, how many steps do we have right now?
4 or 5.
4,500 right now. If we were going to dinner, we would probably hit 10,000. But I think we're going to cook dinner. Fluffy loves the chicken sandwiches that I make.
Let's walk like that,
That.
going to the beach. And
The
then-
beach! My God, Fluffy wants to walk a whole marathon today. What time is it? Jesus Christ, it's already 3 o'clock. This is probably going to be another day, guys, that I don't get editing done. So I am going to apologize.
They have trash.
I'm going to apologize in advance that I'm probably not going to get a video edited today. But I don't care what Fluffy says tomorrow. I am not going out. I don't care if you tell me there's free this, free that. I am staying in tomorrow and I'm editing. So, Fluffy, I'm telling you right now, I am not going out
Go
tomorrow.
back, I need to work.
No, it's too late. I don't have time to work today now. So if we're out, we're out. I didn't know it was 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. By the time we get back and settle in, it's going to be 4 o'clock. Then I'm going to cook dinner about 6. So I only have less than 2 hours. I can't get a video out in 2 hours. Impossible. I haven't even transferred my files over yet. I've been in the ocean up to my knees a few times. Fluffy likes to do backstroke. Fluffy does the backstroke in the water.
So you're not gonna
Parks?
do
Yeah, there is.
ricotta today?
I am going to do the ricotta. That's why I can't do my video. I'm going to go home, do that. And then, yeah, I'm not going to be able to edit
Okay,
today.
what time are you going back?
Back where?
At that point.
A few minutes. So there is parks. We have not been to the park that we usually go to. Fluffy, can you hold this? There's a park down the street. I feel like we've been to another park here. I don't remember. Fluffy, you've already drank mine. Now you're drinking my other one. What am I gonna drink?
500 the
How much is that one?
That's not your price.
Fluffy gets me a drink and then drinks it. That was
No,
supposed
it's
to be
not.
mine right there. She drank that whole one and then now she's drinking the other one.
It's bad that we
Fluffy,
don't,
where's my glasses?
it's bad that we don't bring our water bottles.
Yeah, no water bottles today.
We
Because
spend
I didn't plan on doing all this. I didn't plan on going out and doing all this.
What do you mean? You planned on going to Milk, you planned going to
Well, my plan was going to be, I forgot about the thrift store. So what I was going to do was, we were going to go get the cheesecloth, we were going to go get lunch, then I was going to take an in-drive from the lunch, drop us off here at Moon Milk, and then walk back home. That's what I was planning on doing, which we should have done because the thrift store was a waste of time. It wasn't even open. Surfing, we do see people surfing here. I don't think it's that big of a thing because of however the waves are, but it definitely is a place where people come surf. I have my shades on. This is what Fluffy Cheesecloth says. It's not glasses, they're shades. They're shades.
sunglasses.
I would never call them sunglasses. I would call them glasses.
Call it shades.
Fluffy calls them shades. Hey, what's up, buddy? That's the owner of Gilda's right there.
Hey, how are you?
I was the one that was looking for the cheesecloth.
Oh, it was you, huh?
Yeah. Fluffy, show them what we got. We just got the baby cloth.
Oh, yeah.
But I was wondering,
That's what I use.
but I feel like it's not thin enough.
Well, okay, it works for me. I don't know. Whatever you're doing.
I've never used cheesecloth in my life.
Yeah,
Never.
Me neither. I couldn't find it. I didn't want to do Lazada or something.
Yeah. So do you think this is going to be thin enough?
Well, I'm using it for ricotta cheese.
That's what I'm using it for.
Yeah, well, definitely.
So what I did was I made homemade yogurt and I saved away, and I seen a YouTube video and they said you boil the whey, not too hot. Then do you mix vinegar or lemon juice?
You could do either, but I do vinegar because I
Vinegar,
always have
okay.
it around.
I'm gonna use that then. And then it curdles up.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run it through that.
Yeah, what you do is you do the milk. I haven't done it in a while. I just have instructions. I think it's whole cream milk.
Oh, you do it that way. I thought I can get it out of the way.
Well, hold on. You bake the whey. You heat it up till it just starts to boil,
Yes.
and then you put in the pot, put the vinegar in, and mix it up. Wait about 10 minutes, then it curdles.
It curdles.
Then you put it into the cheesecloth.
Okay. We're using it with we use the milk for the homemade yogurt. Now we're left over with the whey,
Okay,
and we're gonna do that. You've never done.
No,
You've only
I
done it
don't
with the
know that.
milk.
I've
Okay.
never made the yogurt.
Okay. We're doing it with the whey. I'll let you know how it comes out. But
But we're on the hunt for candy thermometer.
oh yeah, we need a thermometer.
Oh, yeah, like a
Yeah. Not for me, but we wanted because I don't want to.
still put it.
Yeah,
in.
like a candy
Any-
thermometer
any,
or something.
Any kitchen supply store. There's
Where's the nearest walking
The
distance?
nearest one is, the
Market?
big market over there.
Yeah.
But down, yeah,
Bach
down.
my end.
There's a kitchen supply right there.
Okay.
They should have.
Is it on Google?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We were looking for that, but I'm sure. Do you use the thermometer when you're doing the ricotta, or you just go by eye?
No, I just see it starts to boil,
Yeah.
simmer.
We've
Just-
seen
just-
Oh, yeah.
bubbles on the edges and just a little bit of
yeah,
smoke.
Yeah, that's when I.
I didn't
take
know
it
how
out.
technical
Yeah.
you have to be with it.
No, I
No.
don't. Ricotta's so easy. I love it.
I couldn't believe how easy it was when I seen it on YouTube, and I'm the type, if it's that easy, I gotta try it for
Yeah,
myself.
I want to make mozzarella, but so far I haven't had luck.
So is like cream cheese, mozzarella, ricotta, is it almost kind of the same process for all of
Maybe.
them?
But cream cheese also, I've made a little bit, but it hasn't come out good
The
enough
same.
for me, and the value isn't worth it. I just go buy a large. In fact, I need to go again tomorrow buy more.
So when we pull out the ricotta cheese, do you put it in a mold or?
No,
Ha-
when you have it in the bowl with the cheesecloth, it just kind of sticks.
Kinda
and I
sticks.
put it in a container.
Just an airtight container or something?
Yeah, just container, like whatever.
How long does it last for? It's usually 8 before it expires.
Yeah, probably. I'd say no more. Maybe around a week or even
Around a
more.
week, okay.
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't think it'll last that long. but-
I use it before that when I do use it. I'll make cannolis.
And then you'll stuff
I'll make
it with that.
lasagna, ravioli, but I don't really do that anymore for the menu. So
What we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to figure out your pumpkin coconut
I'll figure
recipe.
it out.
I'm gonna make one something close.
I'll give you a hint. In fact, if we're doing video right now, I don't care. So
This is the owner of Gilda's. His name's Jonah.
Yes.
Oh, you have a new in your menu, the...
Detroit style pizza.
Yeah.
You brought it back.
No, he's...
shepherd's pie.
Oh, shepherd's
Yeah,
pie. Yeah, we
it's
should
a little.
try that.
It's a little. I designed it so people could just buy it, take it home, and microwave it themselves.
Yeah.
And it has a crust on the bottom, so you could just pick it up and eat.
I see.
We should
She
try
was looking at that on Facebook, and then we just tried a restaurant because we walked by you. We tried the the dumpling place.
they're pretty good.
Yeah, we went there the other night, and then we walked by, and I was like, oh, I gotta figure out that pumpkin recipe.
You just throw in some. I like to roast up some carrots,
Oh, carrots.
and whatever you do for pumpkin, take away that amount.
Okay,
Add carrots.
that's
I don't know, put-
weird. I
put-
didn't think about that.
Put in 20% carrot. I don't know.
I didn't think about. I did not taste any carrots in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's just a nice.
Can I
additional
ask you this?
sweet.
Do you put any cream cheese in it?
No, but I thought I did once. I did a cream cheese frog. Okay, it's a little long story. When I went to home for Thanksgiving last year,
Yeah.
I went to me and my buddy. We were on scooters going around DC, and we stopped at McDonald's for coffee, and they were serving a little pumpkin pie. It had a cream cheese filling. I'm like, that's a good idea. So I can, and then I could use the same frosting as I do for cinnamon rolls anyway, or I just have ice cream. I don't. But yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
But
They
yeah,
always-
and then coconut. Put the dried coconut
Dried,
in it.
yeah.
Just throw that in there. There's no secret.
I'm American, so we like pumpkin pie, but I'm telling you guys, shockingly, the two best pumpkin pies that they're very unique. That's why I like them. Yours and Jeremy's. Have you had Jeremy's?
Jeremy's is a good guy.
There's I couldn't believe it because it didn't look like the right color. It was too light, and I was like, "What is this?" And I tried it, but it's a little. You know how like pumpkin pie's a little thick? His was a little more custardy. And I tried it, and I was like, "What? There's something in it." And he told me it was cream cheese.
Okay, I have an idea what he might have.
But I like your guys' both of yours because they're so unique.
Yeah.
They're not the standard pumpkin pie.
That's what I was thinking. Like, everybody's making a pumpkin pie or apple pie, but I like, what do I do to be different?
Yeah,
Throw
it's
the
definitely
coconut
good.
in there. Carrot works.
It's good.
You
It's
know?
good.
Our problem is we don't have an oven, so we got to figure out how to bake things or cook things. We have an air fryer,
Oh, I don't know.
but we can't figure out. I mean, Asia doesn't have a lot of ovens, so
You little ovens, toaster oven. You know,
Okay.
when I started out, I didn't have any of that either. But I started learning how to make pizza in a rice cooker. At the
wow.
very beginning, we're talking about I didn't know how to do any of this that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And I destroyed like 2 rice cookers. I'm following the directions. I don't know. So I stopped. And then I did get a home oven and did start making pizzas. And the home ovens, they don't get hot enough for commercial pizza.
Oh.
But I was still doing it, you know, learning and making my own pizzas. I was even selling it from there. At the very beginning, selling a few pizzas.
What caused you to bring back the Detroit style pizza?
Someone else made a YouTube video with the Detroit, another YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
Who?
they were. No, I saw the video. It's like they're a couple, and
Yeah.
then they tried, and then because actually what happened there is like they were trying. The first video they made was like trying Danang pizza, and then I said you're not really trying pizza. Try Gilda. So, so like,
We still have not tried Detroit Motor City. We keep telling. I love the Chicago style. As far as we know, you're the only place that has the
Yeah,
Chicago
as far
style.
as I know too.
we tried the thin slice pizza.
Where?
The Roadhouse.
Oh, Roadhouse.
No.
No, it wasn't deep dish. It was just Roadhouse.
And you know why I have Detroit? Did I tell you the story?
I can't remember.
I wasn't going to do Detroit because Detroit.
I remember you said that.
Detroit Pizza. They were under a different name
Yeah.
in another location, but they went out of business.
Yeah.
And I saw that people wanted it, and no
then
one's
you
doing
brought it
it.
back,
And I'm
okay.
the guy that does different crusts. I'm like, all right, I got it on tonight. And then I guess that people were coming, people saw it, and a few weeks later, Janet brought it back. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm keeping it, you know. And then
Are they mad at you or anything?
No, I wouldn't be mad at. No, they have the volume, they got the
Yeah.
money. I mean, they do Detroit. I just do pizza. They do Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm a pizza shop that does Detroit.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So then I took it away to go work at the other place and keep things easy for my wife. And then I saw that video. And I'm like, I got it. People are seeing this.
Yeah.
They want it. And I stopped working over at the other place.
Now?
Yeah, for a few weeks now. I'm back over at Gilda's. And then because of that video, I'm like, I'm bringing the people
Bringing
are
it
going to
back.
come in asking for Detroit. I'm like,
Are you ever gonna open up before 5? Have you?
I'm available by appointment.
I know that,
That's-
but we hear like we'll push people like, hey, because people will ask about pizza, and we always say Gilda's, but they're always like, man, we want to go in the afternoon, and
Well,
I tell them that you'll open up,
5.
but
Yeah,
do you
but
have
they-
any plans of?
I can't.
Can't.
It's just me and my wife.
I see.
It's
If you give her a pizza, she'll start running the shop inside.
Hey, you know, if there's a possibility, if there's an opportunity,
Yeah.
I'll open at 4. If the demand is there, I mean, 4, maybe.
We noticed the dumpling place. They're like that too, 4 o'clock. But they said they're gonna start doing 11 o'clock. But we'll see.
Yeah, I tried doing. I did an experiment when I was doing the bagels at the beginning. I was opening up. The bagels are hard because people want them in the morning.
Yeah. Yep.
And I want to make them fresh all the time, so I kept taking them away, putting them
Put 'em
in,
away.
taking them away. And then I figured out how to keep them all the time and fresh. And then I did.
Yes, from the USA.
I did open up in the morning for bagels, and the first weekend I didn't know how busy I was going to be, so I did get an employee in, but no one was showing up. So I had bottomless coffee available,
Oh.
bagels, and no one was coming. And then I would close up and then do
Then people would
pizza in
want
the
'em.
afternoon. I'm like, I can't do this.
But usually you serve pizza, bagels. What else do you serve?
The
Drinks?
calzones,
Calzones. Bagels. We got the desserts.
desserts.
Ice cream. I need to get more active with the ice cream. and have it more available. But my container situation is. 'Cause
What's the number one dessert?
cookies?
Cookies. Okay.
But I don't really push desserts as much as I should, so people don't really know about it until they come in.
Yeah.
So I do hold on to desserts for a while. But yeah, I need a
Peanut butter. We know someone that just bought the peanut butter.
peanut butter is popular. People will come. I love peanut butter because people come, grab it, and go.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the thing. I have to. Not a lot of hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to have more things people can come, buy, and go. And that's what I'm trying to do with the shepherd's pie. It's going to be frozen. You take it home. 10 minutes to microwave, put it in the oven for an hour.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you're
I could do
consistent
it.
with
We
the
tried to
5
get out
o'clock.
to your place the day that you had the discount. Remember, everything was 10%. Didn't you just have that about 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Maybe
I think you did a 10% off of anything. We were going to come that week.
we'll
We
do
didn't
it.
make
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
I want to do a buffet one day.
A pizza buffet?
A pizza
Oh,
buffet.
We'll go to that. We'll go to
So
that for
but
sure.
I want to do it, and if it's popular, maybe do it once a month or something. I don't know.
And it would be all styles, or would it be the thin?
Probably, but obviously, you know, I would probably, you're probably not getting the full entire thing, but
Yeah.
I'd probably give out full every single style at least.
Yeah, that would be, man,
To
if you
keep
do
it-
that, we'll be there for
Yeah,
sure.
we'll do a thing maybe. Yeah.
Would that be a dinner since you don't open till 5?
The buffet?
Yeah, or would that be in the afternoon?
That's a good question. I don't know the science involved in that kind of thing.
We would love a dinner one. That'd be perfect. That's where we would go to
Yeah,
dinner.
I might do that on a Sunday night that we don't open Sundays, so
Okay.
maybe we'll do that
So
on
you're
Sunday.
open from Monday to Saturday.
Yeah, and sometimes we open the doors on Sundays.
Okay.
I know for sure if you have that buffet, I know we'll bring some people.
And sometimes during the day if I'm home, I turn on Grab, but I don't advertise I'm open.
Yeah.
I just so if people are scrolling through Grab on, oh, pizza, Gilda's, okay. And occasionally, oh look, I got a Grab order
And then you'll
at
do
noon.
it.
You know,
I
take a few
We'll
bucks.
try to get some people.
Bagels, are bagels actually a big thing out here?
They're getting there.
Because they just opened up. That's what I was asking.
The other guy.
The competition.
Yeah, and I know, and I was like, a few months ago, I said to Tim, I said, I got to open a bagel shop because
He
someone
beat
else
you
will.
to it.
And I'm like, all right, I got bagels. In fact, I sold a bunch of bagels. 2 customers, like I sold a bunch of bagels today. I'm like, all right, it's cool.
That's
They
nice.
go-
They opened up a whole bagel shop. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be another branch of Gordon's, but supposedly it's just the
Bagel
bagels.
shop, breakfast.
And I was like, man, is there
place.
that much demand for bagels
Well,
here?
it's not the matter of demand, but where do you start?
Yeah.
And people.
But it
they
seems
see
kind of
when
a-
They see it, and the demand is there.
It kind of seems like a big investment to branch out and open up that big building. I don't know how much they
Well, I'm pretty
actually
sure he's just got that.
that spot them,
Yeah.
but that's still kind of big. Like
Yeah.
if it's only just
Hey,
bagels.
he's doing all right. Good. I've known Gordon since he was doing his.
Oh, you said the market.
When he was in the market, before I was doing mine, I knew him. In fact, I was working as a teacher at his wife's school at the beginning too.
Ah,
So yeah, I knew Gordon, and I'm very proud of his success.
they
He's
have
a
3
real
branches,
person.
I think now.
You know.
I'm not a big bagel guy, so I've never been in there, but I think they're open.
Yeah, they're open now because I went and I was like, oh, I wanted to go check it out, and they just opened like 10 minutes before I walked in. I was like, oh, cool, you know.
Was there people in there?
Yeah.
There was?
Yeah.
I guess there's a market for bagels, maybe.
So now do the bagel test.
Yeah.
Taste his, taste
Taste.
Torino's, taste mine. I don't know.
That's where we walked
We
by
haven't
Torino.
tried-
Yeah.
We tried some pastry bakery
Torino, yeah, it was
at
okay.
Torino's, but it's
It was okay.
okay. We still like the Bordeaux.
Le Bordeaux.
Le Bordeaux.
Yeah, Le Bordeaux bagels. That's what I
We like their eclairs. That's what
Oh,
I like.
yeah.
But we go there on the discount time.
Mostly the eclair and the croissant. That's what we do.
Yeah, she
But
loves the croissants. I get the
Oh,
eclairs.
yeah, I haven't made croissants yet. I don't know if I
Ah.
will. It's just another deal.
Man, this
But
place they
there's-
sell them
it's
too
the
cheap.
way-
I only do what I want to do. That's what
Yeah.
happens. I just do
That's the
I
same
want.
what I do with my YouTube channel. People get mad because I don't do stuff, and they're like, "Why don't you do that?" I'm like,
Well, even when I do my art, my drawings, and you should draw a comic about. My comic's it's like a diary. I just draw what I. Don't
"That's
tell me-
exactly how
don't
I
tell
feel
me
about
what
my
to draw.
YouTube channel, man."
And
That's-
I got a buddy. I got a buddy who does. I don't know if you know Chuck. He does YouTube videos around here.
I'm not
he's
sure.
He's a friend. And I have ideas for him, but I never tell him what to, I just, if he ever asks me any ideas, I'll say, but
Yeah.
I never give anybody, as a creator myself, I don't
Yeah.
give anybody ideas.
Yeah.
'Cause I hate when people
Have you
do-
always been in that building, or was Gilda's ever opened
No,
up anywhere else?
Gilda's is always there,
There,
but
okay.
before that, before I even had a name, I was running out of my apartment before that.
But that's the only building that you've been
yeah.
in. Okay.
So that little house, that's why I stay there. Anyway, guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
I
Nice
gotta
meeting you
go
again.
prep up. And
Just curious, just throwing out there. I'm not sure if you would ever be interested in doing a YouTube interview
hey,
for the channel.
Yeah, sure, we could do that.
Just basically about life and coming out here.
Yeah, come-
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Next time I see you, I'll give you some more information about it. All right, thank you very much. Come on. Fluffy, can I get my drink? That is Gilda's. Yeah, that was Gilda's.
Let's
Sorry about
show
that.
no.
Good thing. Oh, I was about to say, good thing Elvis isn't in here, but he says, prepare for him to forget about the live stream for 1 hour. I don't think it was 1 hour. It's probably about 30 minutes, but
We
that's
just
okay.
like chatting with
Is there a
Jonah.
surfing culture? Yes, there's surfing. Yeah, that was, his name is Jonah, and he has Gilda. So look out for the pizza buffet. I'm looking for that.
But look for their pizza. They really have good deep dish pizza.
That was the
Like it.
pizza guy.
Yeah.
So I'm really
Still-
looking forward to the pizza
Still
buffet.
your favorite when it comes to taste.
I'm gonna say the two things I really like about that place is the Chicago style pizza, and I really like that pumpkin coconut pie.
We should go there one time, like for a coffee or like desserts.
So I guess we can head back now, Fluffy. Let's go. So he's the guy that was telling me, hey, so he uses the same thing that we have for the cream, for the ricotta cheese. So that's a good sign because it seems like that this should work for it. You had me at pizza. I know, man. I hope he comes through with that. I hope he comes through. He said that's what his plan was. There was no guarantee, but I'm gonna, every time I see him, I'm gonna ask him about it. So this is Diner 66. Remember, this is the same owner as Dirty Fingers. But let me show you guys. We've always avoided this because it's just a little pricey for us. Let me show you guys some of the prices. Damn, it doesn't seem, this freaking menu's not even working. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why the? So, milkshakes, 95. Little pricey for me. Now, where was the burgers? It feels like the pages are missing. Oh, here we go. Onion rings. Where was the burger? Yeah, so you gotta buy the fries separate. So the fries are 70, which are like $3. And then where's the burger? The page is missing. So, I don't know. But it's a little pricey for me. Where the hell did Fluffy go? Here we go. There we go. We're gonna head back. I'm gonna make some ricotta cheese. We're gonna try to do this. You guys gotta give me some good vibes so that we can turn this whey into ricotta cheese. So Fluffy, he makes his ricotta cheese with the milk. He doesn't make, I'm making it with the whey, the liquid. But I bet you, so his ricotta cheese is probably more milkier and creamier.
Yeah.
Fluffy, someone wants to get past. And you're hogging up the aisle. If you guys enjoyed this stream,
Like that.
we got to do it fast, Fluffy, because it's already 3:20.
Okay, that's not.
Well, you had me at pizza buffet. Are we gonna walk the sun side? Ooh, look at that! I almost stepped right into that, and Fluffy almost got hit. Fluffy's like one of the most unaware people. When she crosses streets, she just her head is everywhere except for where the traffic is. Look, I'm gonna show you. Here's my impression of how she crosses the street. So look, say she's crossing a street and she needs to look this way, she'll be like this. Oh, almost got hit. That's how he crosses the street. Here's bread and butter. Bread and butter, big, big building. There is good stuff all around Japan, Hong Kong. I have stuff. I can't read. I have my glasses on, and the writing is very dark when I have the shades on. Let me try to read it when we go under this umbrella. I have surfed, Malaysia. I'm not a surfer. I don't even get past my knees in the water. This is our first time walking by this when it's been open. But let's see how overpriced. Let's see how overpriced the gelato is. 60,000. 35,000 a scoop. Not that crazy.
Banana.
It looks good, but expect to pay almost $2 a scoop. So almost USA prices. Almost $2 a scoop. $1.50 a scoop.
Oh, Fritz is not bad.
People take pictures everywhere here. This is the kind of shirts that Fluffy wants us to wear. She wants to get these kind of matching shirts and shorts. Oh, this is what we need right here, Fluffy. See, this is exactly the blender that I want right here. If I had this blender, I would be selling drinks out of the apartment. Oh, they got some food. Chicken. Oh, shaken.
Chicken fries. Shaken.
Not chicken fries, shaken fries. The fries are 40,000, so that must be these ones. Those are the, I like those fries. Chicken lover.
20 per piece.
Okay, so you guys can get a combo. You guys can get a fried piece of chicken, the fries, and a drink for
That's
60,000.
a combo.
I just said that, Fluffy. I said you get a fried piece of chicken, fries, and a Coke for 60,000.
One piece fried. The smiley.
No, those are called the waffle fries.
No, that one, the smiley.
Yeah, these will be the smiley ones.
One piece.
That's
and then-
waffle. And a drink. How much is one piece of chicken? Do they sell the chicken by itself? Where? I don't see. Right there, 25,000. So it's 25,000 per piece. I don't think they have wedges. I don't think they, let me see, do they have wedges? It looks like they have tater tots. I love these. These are the seasoned curly fries. These are the shoestring fries. These are seasoned? What are, oh, Cajun seasoned fries. These are regular seasoned. So tater tots, these are seasoned, these are Cajun, these are waffle, and those are smiley fries. And then, what are those?
It's popcorn chicken.
The one in the back.
It's popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken. And then what are these?
It's wedges.
Oh, the wedges. Okay. And then those ones?
Octopus.
Oh. Squid? Ah.
Chicken.
Fried chicken. And then what is that one?
The popcorn.
No, this is a popcorn chicken. What?
The fried chicken.
Oh, okay. What is this one?
This?
Yes.
It's the fried chicken curry.
Same.
No, it's the popcorn chicken, and it's the fried chicken curry.
Oh, the cartilage. Cartilage. Okay. Come on. That is this one. The fried chicken cartilage. Come on.
This one is the chicken. Pork skewers.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I came here, I'd get the chicken. Come on. What time do you close?
Close at 11.
11. Okay. Come on. Thank you. 11 o'clock they close. Oh, and they even got a Fanta. Wow, they got the Fanta here. This would be my late night place if I couldn't find anything. How much is the Fanta? They do have the wedges. I would get the smiley fries though. I love visas, I love traveling, and I love food that I like. So you guys will see when I'm interested in certain stuff.
Fried egg banh mi. Who was looking for one?
So mine would probably be 20. I'd probably get the pork. I wouldn't get the cold cut one. I'd get the char siu pork, but I would get a fried egg with it. But look, it's the cold cuts. I don't like that. I don't eat cold cuts. I would get this one.
They have
That one.
char meat. Yeah, that's what you always.
That's what I would get. Of course, that's what I would get. Yeah, that's what I would get with a fried egg.
25.
25.
Yeah, and also beer is cheaper.
Beer is cheaper. Xin chào. Xin chào. I'm not a fan of the soup. Oh, Fluffy, this is bread and butter. This is the outside bread. Because I look. Jesus Christ.
That's already lunch for us.
99. These look so nice, but so expensive. $4. This thing is $4. We just had lunch today. You guys watched us eat lunch. Our lunch was like $3 combined. That one pastry was more than our whole lunch combined. Yeah, this is kind of it's a overpriced, picture-taking, dress-wearing, young women having expensive street. That's the best way I can explain this place. Tourist. I should have added the word tourist attraction in there as well. But all the women you see on there are going to have dresses. They're all taking pictures.
Oh, that's where you should. That's where Mitzi should hang out.
That's a glamour neighborhood. I guess we're crossing. That's where, if you want to go see glamour and be overcharged, that's where you go. Fluffy, we better cross now. Put it in high gear. We do not want to get hit by a car. Let's not get hit. Let's not get hit.
Nice weather.
Nice weather. Watch it, Fluffy. Watch it. Watch it.
Love it.
From Texas. You're back again from Texas. There's our place. We'll sit here for a minute and then I'm so mad our whole day is gone. So I got to go back, do the ricotta cheese, then got to cook dinner. So I'm busy for the next few hours. So my day that I thought was going to be done, and I thought I was going to get peace and quiet because Fluffy was going to leave and I was going to take a nap after doing editing.
It's Mitzi's fault.
No, it's your fault for getting my hopes up that I was going to have peace and quiet. That's what I keep telling Fluffy. I'm like, it's so crazy that I don't have a job. I'm not in the USA. I don't have a job, but I'm actually more active and busy than I would if I had a job. That's what's crazy is that like on a day that has nothing planned, no job, nothing, I end up spending all day doing something. And it's like, this is an unplanned day for me. Massachusetts. I wonder if you know Boston Pete. We have another guy in here from Massachusetts, but he's from Boston. Perfect day out. Yeah, the weather's pretty good today. It's a lot better than it has been the past couple days. The sun is up there, and everybody's sitting out relaxing. There's the parachute on the boat. Everyone rides their bikes.
I love this. I like the breeze.
You're getting suntan, Fluffy. Fluffy's getting a suntan. South Africa. I don't think we've ever had someone from South Africa in here. Not that I remember. The jet skis are available now. 650,000? Are you kidding me? Jeez Louise. Look, this is what you do. Oh, the jet skis. I thought you were talking about the parachute. Let me see. You guys see the parachute up there? Look at the parachute. Oh, they're getting in my picture of the parachute. Look, he's going down. 2.6 million. Jeez Louise. Two things. I don't know if you can barbecue on the beach. And another thing is we don't know where the hell to get a barbecue. But we've never seen a barbecue on the beach. But I would love that. I don't know if you necessarily can do it because we've never, ever seen anyone with a barbecue on the beach. And then we would have to figure out where we would get a small, very small, portable barbecue. Because then we wouldn't even know where to get charcoal.
No,
So-
there's like some selling at the market.
So it would kind of be more of a hassle than anything, especially when food is so cheap in Da Nang. 17th? 17 of us are coming? Jeez Louise. You guys are taking up a whole plane. 17. 2.6 million an hour. Jeez Louise.
What are they gonna do here? 17 people.
Cause inflation.
Get out of here.
All you need is sticks and dig a hole. Yeah, but where are we going to get the fuel? Where are we going to get the charcoal? Where are we going to get the grate to put the meat on? And I don't even know if legally you can do it. We've never seen anybody do that.
I don't think it's legal.
I would love to barbecue on the beach, though.
Let's go.
What exciting news. They said I have some exciting news that Fluffy might get happy. Wow. I don't know what news that could be. Wow, Fluffy, who?
Slap.
I guess Fluffy is getting married.
No, a slap in your face.
What is that?
I'll give you a slap in your face.
Fluffy, that's assault. Fluffy, assault.
I would be happy
I'm gonna start screaming, police!
They don't understand what you're
Of course they
saying.
do.
Let's go.
It's a 40th birthday and a 50th birthday and a 16th birthday.
That's why
Wow.
It's 17 of them.
That's a lot of cakes. We know exactly where to go get a cake at the local bakery. They actually have decent cakes. I'm not gonna say they're as good as the USA, but for Vietnam standards, the bakery cakes are pretty good
Yeah.
that we get here. All the friends are going. Man, that's crazy. This is Da Nang, Vietnam.
Asian.
The
friends.
nice beach city of Da Nang, Vietnam. She's expecting triplets. Wow.
Ooh.
Ashley, that's 3 times the responsibility, 3 times the
Yeah, even
money.
One.
3. Maybe she said she's gonna give you 1. She'll take 2 and give you 1, Fluffy.
You'll give me one.
3. Jeez Louise, that's a lot.
Boogie board.
Bookie board. 3. Wow. That is crazy, Fluffy. Having 3 kids at once. At least, here's the positive side of if you had 3 kids at once, is if you were planning on having 3 kids, it's better to get it all done at once. That's the way that I would look at it. But congratulations.
Let's go walk.
Congratulations.
My stomach is growing.
You just ate.
There's one here too.
No, Fluffy, that's lunch. That's lunch, Fluffy. We are a little bit of beach time. We're not going to get in. I'm in my Nikes. I don't have my swimming shorts. We were just eating lunch. We went to the store, and now we're making our way back. We're going to make some ricotta cheese homemade.
The beach.
It is cost effective. Yeah, I think so too, because then kids never grow out. You know what? On the opposite. If you had 3 kids at different times, you can pass down the clothes. But
If it's 3 at the same time.
does anyone sunbathe? Yeah, we see people. Actually, there was a guy. He has like the Hulk Hogan tan. I don't know if you guys can see him, but that's him right there. That guy is as dark as Hulk Hogan. He was out here for probably a very, very long time. Puffy, can you take this? I can't see anymore.
You're blind?
I'm blind. For hand-me-downs. Yeah, exactly, for the hand-me-downs. Wow, that's crazy. 3 kids at once. That would mean When I heard that news, if Fluffy would have told me that, I would have passed out 3 individual times.
One time, so my sister-in-law was getting what do you call this? An ultrasound for the baby, just to check the gender, if the baby's okay. That was their second baby, and then my brother was parking the car, and then I think they're gonna be late for their appointment because my brother could not get the parking, and then my sister-in-law, oh, okay, it's okay, I'll just go ahead, and then one time. And then my sister-in-law got back. And then, you know what? What's the news? We're going to have twins.
Wow.
And I'm like, my brother was like, suddenly honked the car.
Honked the car?
Yeah.
Maybe he crashed the car.
He was surprised, but he said, no, I was just joking.
Jeez, Louise.
My brother said, don't ever joke about that. It's not funny.
That's a lot more rice. That's more rice now, Fluffy.
No, but no, they just want to have a baby. One kid.
One kid.
One kid.
One
My
kid.
brother got 2 kids now, and then he got a vasectomy because, like, I don't want any more kids.
I don't want any more kids.
You should get one. Papa.
You should get one. Kids. That's what Fluffy says.
Why don't you
Kids.
want to have clip in, you know, one kid?
Kids. Not one kid, but 2 kids. There's the beach volleyball's back.
Oh, volleyball is back.
Fluffy calls it volleyball. So the beach volleyball is back. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, serve the ball already. He knows we're out here watching. Now he doesn't want to serve. What's going on? What's going on? What's the delay? What's the holdup? Let's see what the holdup is. Come on, what's the holdup? Here we go. Oh! No save. 20 weeks along and I can't see my feet anymore. Wow. Fluffy can't see her feet either. Man, that's crazy. I'm glad that guys cannot have kids.
Fluffy can see his toes.
You can't either.
Can
Look.
see his toes.
Do it,
Of course
Fluffy.
I can.
Where?
See? There.
You're leaning.
See?
You're leaning.
See?
Pizza and burger.
Will-
Herbal
Will
pizza.
can see his toes.
That's what we need right there, Fluffy.
This is what I need.
Oh, we need this too. Then we can hang out with Gypsy. But we need that kind of barbecue thing. We need the barbecue that they're pulling over here. Look. That's what we need. Stress, yes, a lot less stress. Put it this way. I'm not going to say it's stressful here, but my biggest kind of concern of the day today is that I didn't get my editing done because we went out and went grocery shopping and we walked the beach. And now my day is practically done. And I'm like, I didn't get anything done. That's kind of the biggest stress for me today. Now, if I was back in the USA, I'd probably be sitting out in traffic somewhere, complaining, hoping to get back home. Today, it's like, hey, we went and had lunch. We went to the store. We went to the grocery store. We walked on the beach. And guess what? The day's over now for me. Clinton administration. You don't even know Bill Clinton. Looks like so much less stress. You guys don't know Bill Clinton. If you're not from the USA, you can't speak American politics. Highlands Coffee. Maybe they're talking about George Clinton. Here's the most deadliest, dangerous part of Vietnam. Not the pickpocketers, not breaking into your house. It's called crossing the street without being smushed like a freaking... Let's go, Fluffy, let's go. Go, Fluffy.
Go, there's a whole traffic.
I mean, to get to this point, she just wanders. She's like, and a scooter's honking, blaring down, and she just like staring into space. Look at these guys. Let's see how talented they are. We're gonna go after this car. We're gonna start making our way slowly, 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 and then we'll get past this red one. There we go. Let's see. Playing Frogger. Any electronics in Da Nang? That'd be better to ask Fluffy, but electronics are not going to be as commonly found, and they're definitely not going to be as cheap as what you would find them like on Amazon or back in the USA for some reason. Fluffy, they said, can they find electronics like Nintendo Switch?
Here,
Yeah,
I haven't seen any.
she hasn't seen any.
But I saw electronic shops who fixes, or I don't know.
This is Da Nang, Vietnam. So we are in the awesome beach city of Da Nang and in the country of Vietnam. I don't know what that is. Which country is this? For the kids, I would probably, if you are leaving your country, I'd probably try to bring the electronic stuff. Lots of stuff is cheaper here, but electronics seem to not be as easily found
If in the Philippines,
and not as cheap.
there would be. I know places.
I am from the USA, but I've been out of the USA this time for a year and a half. I moved out of the USA back in February of 2024. So I've been out here for almost a year and a half this time. And I've been traveling the world since 2019. Been to 20 countries. So I'm a traveler. Cheap Switch copies. I can't wait to get into this AC. Luckily, I was smart enough to turn on the AC inside the living room. You guys know we never turn it on. Last night we turned it on, and now today we turned it on. How hot is it, Fluffy? Look, she's sweating. You're sweating, Fluffy. Never been to India, but I do plan on going to 100 or more countries. And India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka would be on a trip. I don't know if Fluffy can handle that though. Can you handle that one? She says she can, but she can't. Yeah, it's hot. We've been walking around everywhere. I've been to Bali. I've been to Bali in 2019. It is. Fluffy, is it hot out?
Yeah.
It's so hot she can barely talk. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Dell in shorts.
No.
Even when he goes into the water, he's in jeans. He goes swimming in his jeans.
Yeah, and sneakers.
I don't know when we're coming to India, but at a certain point, we will definitely get there. We're going to make a whole regional trip. We would probably do India, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka. I would try to lump those all in together and make use of being out in that region. I don't even know if Dale brought any shorts.
He did.
How do you know?
He said he was complaining that the weather is too hot. It's too cold, and he could not really handle the.
It was too. So look, here's the apartment that I think is still unrented. Is this one for rent? Is this one for rent? Fluffy, do you have? Let me ask them. Let's see if I can log into the Wi-Fi. Let me see. Here we go.
Wi-Fi?
No. Here we go. Is this apartment for rent? Here we go. You rent month? Price, how much? How much per month? Ah, 10 million. 10 million, okay. We live right next door, so I'm asking for other people.
Yeah. Do you use WhatsApp?
Yes. 10 million. Let me see. Give me 1 second. 10 million. Oops. QR code.
We got. Yeah.
There we go. 10 million, one bedroom. One bedroom, correct?
Yeah. One bedroom.
Can I look? Can I look? Can I go look inside?
yeah, okay.
Let me take off my shoes. So give me 1 second, guys. Rent Muang 10.
Yeah, that a message.
Okay, I send you right now. I looked at the apartment today. Okay, let me show you guys. This is the one bedroom. I've definitely seen this one before, and I think it was only 9 million, but it's a one bedroom, but it's weird because it has this setup with this, and then here's the bedroom in here, but I show you. So 10 million is a little much, but it is a perfect setup. I think you guys get the Dragon Bridge view from here. So the washing machine is out here, but see, yeah, this is what I didn't like about the place is the Dragon Bridge is blocked off. This is our balcony right there. So that's where we live. We live right there. This is our exact next door neighbors. So the only thing is this part of the building blocks it off. Yeah, it's 10 million, guys. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for 12 and a half. So there is a kitchen. There's a 1 burner. We have a 2. Rice cooker. And then here's your living room. I kind of like this. And then, I don't know, this is supposed to be the real living room, but they converted it to another bed and a lookout. Let's see if you can see the Dragon Bridge. No, you barely missed the Dragon Bridge. That is what we offered. We offered 12 and a half. But anyways, 12 and a half is what we pay technically for the rent because we do get free Wi-Fi, free electricity. Here is the bathroom. So it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And then here's the main bedroom. So you got a closet, got the nice AC right there. And then this is the 1 bedroom. It is free because we can use as much electricity as we want. We can keep all of our stuff blaring and we will not pay anything higher than that. We can have all 3 ACs on. So it's got the patio. It's got, this is the makeshift living room. In my opinion, they shouldn't have put this, and they should have made this into one big living room, but there's a 2nd bed now. So they have that. This is kind of your kitchen area, 1 burner. So if you guys are cooking, it's kind of a little bit tougher. And then let me just ask him one thing. I sent you a message on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I sent you a message. Let me ask him about the deposit. How much is deposit?
It was 1
1 month. 1 month.
Yeah.
And then how much is electricity? That's the perfect thing, Mitzi. That's how I have my bathroom. Fluffy's bathroom's not like that, but mine is 4,000. Okay, and water?
Yeah, what the...
Water, how much? Water is 19. Water? I don't understand why 19,000 cubic meter. I guess they're charging by the amount, but usually it's a monthly fee, but okay, come on.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. So one more time, here's the bathroom. So yeah, you guys can have the shower right here, and then you guys can take your dump while you're doing that. And then this is the main bedroom. So main bedroom, and then the makeshift bedroom. Come on. So that's why I'm telling you guys it's not worth us for us to move out because they want 10 million. So Our complete rent with electricity, water, everything is 14 million, right? So if you really subtract how much rent and water and electricity is, we pay probably 12.5 million for just the rent aspect here. 12.5 million. So you guys can have that place for 10 million, plus you got to pay bills, which means you're going to probably pay close to 11.5, 12 million for the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Or you can have our place that's bigger. So this is our whole living room. This is our whole kitchen. And then we have this second bedroom, right? Second bedroom. And then you get my bathroom, which is that style. And then you get Fluffy's bathroom, right? So you get Fluffy's bathroom. And then you get our second bedroom with the view, and we see the Dragon Bridge. So that place does not see the Dragon Bridge, meaning we can watch the Dragon Bridge, and in the summertime we can watch the International Fireworks Festival. So this place is only 2 million more, but it comes with an extra bedroom, it comes with an extra bathroom, and our patio is also better. So our patio is also better than theirs. Come with clothes at all. Yeah, this one comes with clothes. So ours is actually a better deal. That's the whole reason I do not want to go to a 1 bedroom, because they're trying. Fluffy, you don't have any clothes on.
Yeah, because it's hot.
You're gonna get me kicked off, Fluffy. I'll pay 6 million. What are you trying to squeeze in on the second bedroom here? So that's why we don't move out to a 1 bedroom, because for the 1 bedroom price, you're damn near paying the same for a 2 bedroom. Plus, remember, we do not have a security deposit. That next door neighbor, they wanted a 1 month security deposit. So I don't have any security deposit. Plus, I don't have a lease. We rent month to month. So for month to month, I just tell my landlord, oh, this screen is dirty. So for my landlord, at the end of the month, I say, hey, I want to come back. Can you come pick up the rent? She'll say yes. And we get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. 12.5 is technically what I've figured out is what we pay for rent. And then we probably, so we told her we'll pay 14 million, whether we run all the air conditioners 24 hours a day, the water's included, any fees, 14 million. I give you this at the beginning of the month. And I don't care if we go over or under on the electricity, we're not giving you any more money. That's the deal that we negotiated 1 year ago when we came here. And over there, you'd be paying 10 million, but then you would still be responsible to pay electricity, which is 4,000. That they're overcharging. It should be 3,800. Water, he said 19,000 per cubic meter. I've never heard of water being done that way. Water is usually a flat fee of like 50,000 to 100,000 per person. The problem is we can't cut my expenses in half. We want to go find a 1 bedroom that's 7-8 million, but it has to be something like this, 50 square meters. So that place would be, I would take that place if that place was 7 or 8 million. If that place that we just looked at was 7 or 8 million, I would probably take that place. But they want 10 million for it. They want 10 million for that. In equivalent, we're paying 12.5. So we're paying 85 US dollars more to get a second bedroom, second bathroom, no security deposit. So we're paying like $2 extra a day to get this place rather than that place. I don't know how much the Wi-Fi is. We don't pay for Wi-Fi, all that's included, but I heard Wi-Fi is very cheap out here. Well, she's already dropped it down to 13. We're paying 14 now. She's already dropped it down to 13, and I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag yet. But we're negotiating, and all I'm gonna say is she's dropped it lower than 13. But I am gonna do a video on that. I am gonna do a video. So once we get everything official, we will do a video on that. I understand, Mitzi, but I understand and I agree with you guys a million percent that my place is awesome for 12 and a half. That's not the issue. I agree with you guys a million percent. My issue is that I want a one bedroom at no more than 10 million for everything. This place at 12 and a half is a great deal. But the issue is I want a one bedroom for 10 million out the door with everything. That's the problem. But for 12.5 million, it's a great deal.
Fluffy,
What, Fluffy?
fight with Mitzi because your day is ruined. Because I'm supposed to go out with Mitzi.
Well, you can go swimming. But it's too late for me to edit anyways. Is Viatel the best? I use Vinaphone. I used Viatel when I first came here, but I ended up switching to Vinaphone. I had a personal vendetta, I guess, against them because when I got Viatel the first time, after the first 3 or 4 days, they turned off my service and I had to go all the way back in town. And they're like, oh, the airport didn't set you up correctly. At that point, I said, screw them, and I got rid of them, and I've been using Vinaphone. But Vinaphone or Viatel is who I would recommend. Those two, either get one of those. Why would she drop? You guys got to understand two things. I negotiate very good. Plus, our landlord has never rented this place out to anyone that I know of. She's not a regular landlord. She doesn't put this on Facebook. I haven't seen my landlord in 6 months.
But you saw this on Facebook.
No, I didn't. I never seen this place on Facebook.
No, but I mean when we first met.
No, I didn't. I posted a post. She reached out to me and told me she had a place. This place has never been posted online ever. I posted, hey, these are my requirements. She messaged me and said, hey, I have a place in the same building you're staying at. Do you want to come take a look at it? And she individually sent me pictures. But I don't think, here's what her side is. This guy never complains. He never calls us. We never have to do anything. I'm getting guaranteed money. He's been here for a year and a half. That's her thing. She's an American style. She's not American, but she's an American styled landlord. She wants to set it and forget it. We don't ever give her problems. We don't ever complain. We come in here and just pay. We pay. Half the time she doesn't even come pick up the rent on the right time. Like our rent is due on the 12th. She might not come around to the 15th. Well, she doesn't even come around. She sends her sister now here to come pick up the rent. But I haven't seen her physically in person in like 6 months. Unlimited, I don't think you can, but I get 7 gigabytes per day or 210 per month, which is almost impossible. You guys see I do a lot of live streams, right? I think there's only been 2 times, maybe 3 in the whole year that I've ran out of data for the day that I've used more than 7 gigabytes. So if you guys aren't doing live YouTube live streams, you guys will never run out of 7 gigabytes. Why can't 2 people play? Why you want 4? What are people paying for electric? So electric should be 3,800 per kilowatt. And when we got here, water used to be 50,000 per person. A lot of times now we're seeing the landlords jacking up both of those. We're seeing the landlords try to charge 4,000 per kilo or 4,200 per kilo, which I wouldn't go for. And we see a lot of places now trying to charge 100,000 for water per person. Yeah, even Viatel will not give you 7 gigabytes. I think Viatel gives you 5 or 6. Vinaphone is a big reason why I went to Vinaphone was because they give you 7. So Vinaphone gives you more data than Viatel, and it's cheaper. That's why I went with Vinaphone. There's no point for us to get the meter reading because we don't pay. We don't pay. So we give her rent money at the beginning of the month, and no matter how much or how little electric we use, there's no difference. So she doesn't come to us and say, hey, you owe this for electricity. Electricity is included in our rental price. So for us, if we left Danong and everything was off here, we would still pay 14 million. And if we stayed here and ran 3 ACs all day, every day for the whole month, we still pay 14 million.
Are they renting the other place?
They're cleaning it. They want 10 million for it. I know, 10 million. My 1 bedroom is 50 square meters, which is the same size as your 2 bedroom apartment. That's nice. My studio in Saigon was 10 million. So when I negotiated this place, even once we got the deal done, my landlord told me, she goes like, "You negotiate harder than a local." It's like one thing I can tell you guys about is that I negotiate hard or I walk away. Even Fluffy was saying that yesterday. Remember, Fluffy, you said you're so good at negotiating. Now she's trying to Fluffy.
What?
Remember, you were telling me you're so good at negotiating.
Uh-huh.
So she was telling me that. So I'm the type that I'm gonna walk away if I don't get what I want, I walk away. And that's how we ended up actually getting this place because I walked away from the landlord. She wanted to charge me a security deposit, and she wanted to have me sign a long-term lease, and I refused. I said no, and I left. And then the next morning, she emailed me back or messaged me back on YouTube or Facebook, and she said, "Why don't you come take a look at it again?" I said, "I'm not going to come take a look at it. I don't want to waste your time or mine. If you're requiring a security deposit and a lease, I'm not going to stay." And she said, "Well, just come look at it. We'll figure something out." And I said, "If I come back up there and you tell me a security deposit or a lease, I'm walking out." We came back up and we looked. I said, "I like the place. I like it a lot. I'm fine with the rental price. I just don't want to pay the security deposit or sign a lease." And then she said, "Do you have the rent money today?" And I said, "I can go get it downstairs, but I'm not paying a security deposit." She said, "Go get the money and we'll do it." And I said, "I'm not paying a security deposit." And she said, "If you have the money today, we'll do the deal." And I went down there. That was a year and a half ago. And that's where we've been since. Now I told her, I said, "I think we're going to leave." This is how I negotiated this time. I told her, I said, "I think we're going to leave because Da Nang is getting too expensive and I want to go down to a 1 bedroom. I would love to stay at your place, but it's just a little too expensive." This was about 2 weeks ago when I told her that. And she said, "Here's what I'll do for you. I'll knock it down to 13 million if you stay." And I said, "I appreciate it. It's only $40. I didn't say that part, but in my mind, I was like, it's only $40. It's $1 a day. It's not that big of a difference. Like 14 million to 13 million is not going to cause me to stay." And I said, "Let me think about it." Then I'm not going to let too much information out, but I negotiated at a low ball price the other day. She responded back, and that's where we're at in the process. But no matter what, she's already lowered the price. So she's already went from 14 to 13. That's what she did about 2 weeks ago. I needed it lower than that, and that's just where we're going to leave it at. Small court, sure. I played 1 versus 1, got hot quickly. Yeah, I understand that I'm lucky that she's not a regular landlord. Nowadays, I don't think you would. I know going to another place, I would have to pay a security deposit. I would probably have to sign a lease, a 3-month minimum. We got very lucky with her. But remember, we were here. I rented from her in August of 20. No. We rented here in April of 2023. So I was literally next door. We stayed at this place right here for 6 months. Next door behind this wall, we stayed here. Then I went to the USA for 4 months. And when I came back, I messaged her and I said, "Hey, you know what? Can we get the same apartment?" And she goes, "Oh, I rented that place out, but I have directly connected to it. I have the other apartment." And I said, "Is it exactly the same? We want exactly the same, the Dragon Bridge, everything." She said, "Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's just completely next door." So then I came back here and we did the same deal. Popped here to see me, hang a bit. He's on a short vacation. Why won't you tell us? Because I'm not trying to keep a secret or nothing, but I'm gonna do a YouTube video on it in the next few days. So I don't want to kind of give you guys the spoiler in here because then you guys won't watch the actual updated YouTube video, and I don't want to spoil it for people. But if I wasn't doing the YouTube video, I would tell you guys. But just for the people that like to not have the spoiler, and I want you guys to watch the video so that I can explain everything of the decision. But it's not like I'm trying to be sneaky. I just don't want to, for anybody that wants to watch the YouTube video, I want them to watch it and hear all the details of the decision and everything like that. Yeah, but his flight is to US at the end of the month. I was telling him to meet in Saigon. Yeah. But I knew with our landlord, I knew it wasn't going to be a problem. Like I said, we don't have a lease. So she could have kicked me out or raised the price over the past 15, 16 months. She's never asked for any more money over the past 15 months, never asked for a security deposit. So I know I always have the first choice here. So put it this way, we don't have a lease. So at the end of the month, I always say, hey, can you come by and pick up the rent? I want to stay another month. Then next month, I will say, hey, can you come pick up the rent? I want to stay another month. Then the next month, and I say the same thing over and over and over. That's how we've done it for the past 13, 14 months. Yes, kind of, Seymour, but so the only reason I'm even thinking about leaving is because I want to save money. So I want to save money because my YouTube channel doesn't break me even, right? So my logic is, hey, I'm bleeding money out of my pocket. I spend $750 a month on all my bills. Fluffy, can I get my charger? I spend $750 a month. Let me turn on the Wi-Fi. We didn't log on the Wi-Fi. So this is the only reason why I want to move is because my channel's not breaking even. So I spend $750 a month, and my channel usually recoups me back $400 to $500 a month, which means I spend anywhere from $200 to $300 out of my own pocket every month. So my logic is, hey, downsize, go to a 1-bedroom, and maybe almost break even by moving out, going to a cheaper 1-bedroom, and then continue from that point. But if it wasn't about the breaking even, I would not even be thinking about this. No, put it this way, Dark Brother. I'm not going to leak the answer, but no matter what, at a certain point, whether it's upcoming or in the year, we will most likely get there. So at a certain point, whether it's upcoming this month or throughout the year, at a certain point, we will. No matter what. Should I even leak this part? I'll leak this part. Because it's not really a big deal. But no matter what, we are, even if we're moving out or even if we're staying, we're going to go take a look at 2 cities minimum this month of April. So April, we're going to go to 2 cities for sure, no matter if we stay here or if we don't stay here. We're going to at least 2 cities. And I'll even tell you the cities. We are going to, for sure, go to Wien Yan, and we're going to go to Nha Trang at a certain point this month. Can Tho? Possibly. But for sure, I could tell you guys, we are going to go to Wien Yan and Nha Trang. Fluffy works online. So Fluffy works online. Can't though. At a certain point, I think we will get there. I'm not sure when though. There was another possibility of substituting one of those cities for something else, but I think when I looked at it logistically, and it just kind of didn't make sense. But let's keep it at those 2 cities, one way or the other for sure. And I'm gonna hope to do a YouTube video very, very soon on the updated decision. And actually, I'll be fair. Technically, I haven't even made my mind up 100%. I've made my mind up 99% what my decision is, but I haven't officially 100% been sold of the decision. But I can leak that we will do at least 2 cities, no matter what our decision is, in this month. So we definitely will do that. And I definitely will have an uploaded video of the decision. And I definitely will have 2 other videos that we got to upload. We don't want to do a bus. So no matter what our decision was, we wanted to take Vietnam Railways to all the stops in working our way down. So basically how we would do it is whatever cities have the train stops, which we know Wien Yan has a train stop. Nha Trang has a train stop. I think Phu Yen has a train stop. Vung Tau didn't. That was kind of disappointing to me. I thought Vung Tau had a train stop. But if I remember correctly, Vung Tau does not have a train stop. Ho Chi Minh does, and I couldn't remember if Can Tho had one. if I missed it in your video, but how do you refill your data? Very, very simple. Fluffy, do I have my card over here? You see it? So this is how I do it. There's a way you can digitally do it, but what I do, I just did it 2 days ago. There's a store, a little convenience store, and my plan cost 150,000. So what I do is I go buy this little card, right? And it gives you a serial number. It's kind of like a lottery ticket. It's kind of like a lottery ticket. And then what I do is I go onto my phone. It tells me to call this number, put these numbers in, and it tells me to put this 14-digit code in. And then you hit pound and you call, and then it's automatically topped up. That's it. Very simple. I do not drink beer. I don't drink any alcohol. I don't want to do any buses. I am not a fan of buses. The only bus you guys will ever see me on, at least out here in Vietnam, unless there's a crazy situation, but the only bus I will take is the Vietnam visa. I do not like buses out here. So I heard you can pay digitally, your phone plan. I definitely heard that. I just know that way it's very simple. When we leave here, there's a convenience store. I hand them the money. They give me the ticket. I scratch it off and I put it in there. I've been doing that for 1 year, but I do know that there's a digital way to do it. I just don't know it. We are going to go to probably at least 2 cities this month, Wien Yon and probably Nha Trang. I was so disappointed. I think Vung Tau does not have a train stop, and I was kind of surprised about that. It's not because it's a small city, but yeah, I don't think you can use your USA card for paying a phone bill. So your two options are to go into the Vinaphone store itself or to go get the card that I just showed you guys. This is the easiest way for me. It's very simple. Whenever we go out to dinner and I go, oh yeah, my phone bill's due in 2 days, I just go and get this. I am too much work. Remember, we are trying to do we're not trying to take a long time. We don't want to take a bus here, get on a ferry here, waste half the day doing that. We're already kind of disappointed that the Wien Yon trip, the only tickets that I've seen now are a little over 5 hours on the train. Usually we don't like to be on the train for anything longer than 4, but I think Wien Yon officially is about 5 hours. The store, it's not an official store. Next time we're out, we'll try to show it to you, but it's like a little mom and pop store, and they sell these cards. They'll have Vinaphone, they'll have Viatel, and if you take a picture or take a screenshot of this, they will know exactly what you're talking about. Every month I go and get this. What's up, Amber? We went to Wien Yon last year, so this will be our second time there. And we're actually even debating about staying at the same hotel that we stayed at last time. Extremely awesome deal. The only thing we don't like about it, it's about a 20-minute walk from the area. So it's probably like from here to the Bach Mayan market distance from where we want to stay. That's how far it is in Wien Yon.
I'll create a bowling club for you.
But the hotel is only $8 a night, guys. It's only $8 a night. So remember when we just stayed in Dong Hoi and we had an $11 hotel? This place right now is only $8. Only $8. Now it is a little small. It's 30 square meters, which is small for us, but it does have a balcony and it's on a very quiet neighborhood. And they have a very, very friendly owner. What's up, Hendrix? I think we were just mentioning Hendrix the other day. I forgot what we were saying.
Durian.
Oh, the Angel Homestay. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about Angel Homestay. So apparently they're renting that Angel Homestay out place, 5.5 million, but no kitchen now. So it looks like that they probably raised the prices. The only way that we could do Dalat was by taking a flight, and I was very technically it still can change. But the Dalat plane tickets one way, well, Dalat round trip would be about $95 a person. So it cost me and Fluffy about $200 for round trip tickets there. So that would be a huge expense compared to the train. because the train ride to Wien Yan is about $9, and then the train from Wien Yan to Nha Trang, I think is $8 or $9. So it would literally be 40 US dollars to go to Wien Yan and Nha Trang compared to 200. So the biggest difference is the price. $200 versus $40. Joe. Who is Joe, Fluffy? Do we know any Joes?
From where? Maybe.
We do. I don't know any Joes except for Joe Montana. Do one way to the lot and then take a car. We don't want to do that. Not only doing that, but it's going to cost much, much more expensive. I looked, it's going to be like 4 hours. When I looked up Danong, or not Danong, when I looked up Dalat to Nha Trang, it's about a 4 hour ride. Car would kill us. Do you know how much a 4 hour car ride would be? Insane. Remember, we're spending less than $8 a ticket on the train. So now if you can find me a car from Dalat to Nha Trang for $8, then you definitely should show me. Yes, Dalat will be a much cooler. That's also another reason I don't really want to go to Dalat right now. If we were to go to Dalat, we would probably go in the hottest point because it doesn't really make sense to go to Dalat during a warm part of Da Nang. It would make much more sense to go to Dalat during the hottest part of Da Nang. Nice springtime here. That's why we don't want to do that. So that's why I was looking at plane flights. If we go to Dalat, we would make Dalat a fly in from Da Nang, and then what we would probably do would be Dalat to Ho Chi Minh flight. But that's why we don't want to do it on this trip because we're already going to 2 other cities and we don't want to add the cost of that. So that's kind of the thing. So if we did Dalat 99% would be a flight from Da Nang to Dalat, and then we would probably fly from Dalat to Ho Chi Minh because it's so cheap, and that's probably when we would do a Can Tho or a Vung Tau trip. But it wouldn't make sense to do it on this trip with Wien Yan and Nha Trang. Netherlands, very nice. The road is too dangerous.
Good morning from Netherlands.
Wow, but it's not even morning, Fluffy.
It's morning in Netherlands.
So they want 10 million for the place next door. That's crazy. So in and out of that place, probably for all your bills and rent, I bet you're gonna spend minimum 11 million, maybe 11 and a half at most for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. I think we will get to a lot of these cities we're going to get to at some point. The faster this channel grows, the more that we want to do it. I would love to go to at least one city every single month. That is an awesome goal that I'm going to try to have. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to meet that this year, but hopefully by next year that we will be doing at least one Vietnam city every single month. That's why this month we're gonna do it no matter what, because Fluffy is leaving in May. So no matter what, we're gonna go do at least the 2 city trips, just because she's leaving and I won't be doing any traveling after that. I'm a bit behind. Are you living in Asia? I've been here in Da Nang, Vietnam for about a year and a half. Let me wash my hands. I wasn't thinking about doing a live stream of the ricotta cheese, but what we'll do is we'll break it up. If you guys want to come back in a few minutes, we will do a ricotta cheese homemade live stream. But what we'll do is we'll end this one in a minute, and then we'll do it separately so that people can find that one. Will tells us to walk away, but he stays and grinds a deal out. I do. If I like something, I will negotiate till the very end. I know, Dark Brother. The only thing that we're lacking is the funds. So if I was a big time streamer like Fat and Broke getting all that big money, then we can travel. He gets all those big donations, right? If I get those big donations, if I want to be like him and say, "Hey, cough up the dough," then we could go do those cities. That's what's holding us back is the dough, Dark Brother. Help, Dark Brother, help bring that donation money in, and we can go do a city every single month. That's the only thing stopping us. Fluffy is going to the Philippines. She's got to go take care of some business in the Philippines in May. So, yeah, I know. I know, but what I'm saying is, if I got the money, I wouldn't do what he does, especially with spending the money the way he does. But if the channel got the same amount of money that he did, you guys would be seeing a lot more trips. No, you guys can. Even if you paid me, I wouldn't do it. I just don't associate with certain kind of people's, whether good or bad. If it's just not my style, I just don't associate with certain kind of people. There's nothing for me to negotiate, and there's nothing for me to collaborate with him for. He does everything the opposite of me. He rides scooters, he drinks, he parties. Like, there's nothing, literally, that we can collaborate about. Fluffy, we're just going to get a little break. I think she'll come back not too long. Yeah, but I don't want to lease my stuff out for multiple reasons. I'm terrified of the person coming in here tearing this place apart. Then I would be responsible. I'm terrified of the landlord knowing, and then maybe I would break my lease and maybe she wouldn't want me to stay here. I'm terrified that when I come back, the person wouldn't want to leave. So there's just more downside to subleasing than there is of doing it. So we're going to get the whey. This is the whey. So for all you guys that haven't seen my yogurt, let me show you guys my homemade yogurt that I made. Here we go, guys. So the guys that have not seen my homemade yogurt recipe, this is 100% homemade yogurt. I made this with 2 ingredients, milk and just a little bit of store-bought yogurt, right? So we got that batch and we got this batch. So that's off of 1 liter of milk. We got this much yogurt. And now we have the whey. So this is the liquid that drained out of the yogurt. We're going to take this and we're going to turn this into ricotta cheese. So there we go. If you would have done what I've told you, the durian would be both rolling. Man, no one liked that durian video. Well, I'm not going to say they didn't like it, but a lot of viewers did not click on it. No one even clicked on it. I got very low views from that. Fluffy's going to be my assistant while cooking. So, what we'll do is, man, I got 40 people in here. I hate to end the stream. Man, I hate to end the stream with 40 people. I guess we're not going to end the stream. I like having 40 people, and I don't want to force you guys to come back. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to do the freaking... Let me see. I'm going to give you guys the choice. So, should I end the stream and start a new one? Or should I do it on here? I would love to do it separately so it's kind of all organized, but I just hate that we have 36 people in here and that some of these people won't be back. But I hate to lose all 36 of you guys, but I hate to have it unorganized. Shoot, nobody clicked on... Let me actually see. Let me see how many people clicked on that video. I thought that video should have done a lot. Well, I'm not going to say the video, but what I'm saying is I thought it should have had a lot more viewers. But we have very, very little views from that. Let me show you guys. Durian. So here we go, look. In what, 3 months? What was it? In 3 months, we only have 1.3 thousand views. So that means in 2 months, so 500 views a month. Very, 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 very little. So no one clicked on that video. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it. Let me see what you guys chose, but I think it's gonna be ending it because a lot of people get mad at me when they're like, I can't find it, it's too long. No, I would never eat that optioning. You guys couldn't pay me enough. You guys could not pay me enough. So if you guys want, I really 100% appreciate you guys sticking around for this long. All the 38 likes, all the 35 watchers. I promise you guys, if you guys want to come right back and watch the live stream of making homemade ricotta cheese, please come back. But I understand if it's too much effort, and I understand all that. But if you guys want, come right back and we'll start the stream. So I really, really appreciate it. I hope to see a few of you guys pop back in here. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.